you association your burger. Munya, Ameno Munya.
Yeah, share the show. What game is a Gilman tonight? Gilman School Team be here with me. Oh yeah, good morning, Mr. YouTube tonight. We're trying to get our Twitter page up there. And also do our TikTok page also. And Facebook. Come on, come on. We are the treasure. We own it. Go to Facebook. Go to Facebook. Go to YouTube. And you want to see what I'm talking about. I don't let you know. What can you? I'm waiting at you. When they say Gilman started the place, you run away. So you get point, no, you get point. You better be ready. Solomon. Hey, Madam Ghetto. They are big about German. Powerful German. Want to make a piece with most of the country? Thank you for the journey. Amenu. Share the show. Share the show. I said, you know what? What up, Morubio? He's ready to take
Let's go. Let's go.
And you would try. Share a show here tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the Prince Double Show. Please share the show here. If you are watching us, share the show so other people can see the show. We are on YouTube Live and Facebook. So try to tell people to watch it on YouTube. If you are wherever you are, and Gilman B will be here with me tonight. Mr. Otavio B. Gilman will be my special guest tonight for the next 1 hour or so. I have a 20 minutes, a 30-minute discussion with Mr. Gilman, and then I'll open the line, and then my guest can call in and ask Mr. Gilman any question. Be respectful. He's willing to answer your question. You just have to be respectful and talk to Mr. Gilman. That's all Mr. Gilman needs from you tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is no need to waste time here, but to bring in Mr. Gilman and let Mr. Gilman be our. He said, the reason that my voice was low and you were not hearing me, and it's because, I was playing the music. I reduced the music. Now you are hearing me loud and clear, Mr. Toby. So there's no need to waste time here to bring Mr. Gilman on here now, and then Mr. Gilman will be and chat. I will open the line. He will introduce himself, even though we know him, but a lot of people don't know him also. So he's watching me from all the way Philadelphia here. That's Mr. Augustus Williams. That's the code in the middle right there. So let us bring Mr. Gilman and let us not waste time with his thing. Mr. Gilman, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Now that you got your glasses on, put mine on too.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, put my glasses on also. How's everything there with you, Mr. Gilman?
I mean, I can be ungrateful to God, and my voice. I'm getting my voice back. I'm not too well. Yeah, but my team put this show together, and I have to appear. So, but I think I'm doing much better.
Good. You need to drink some warm water and put some ginger on it and put some pepper on it, and then
I got my ginger juice right here, with me. So I'm doing much better. I'm okay.
The weather. How's the weather over there? Too cold or too?
Oh no, Detroit is okay. Yeah, I mean we got a good weather here today for the past days. Yeah,
that's good, Mr. Gilman. That's good. So tonight we will have this discussion with you, Mr. Gilman. And then, are you comfortable that I open a line for people to come in and ask questions?
100%.
Okay, good. That's what we like to hear. Unlike people who are going to run away from their own people. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the show tonight, please share the show here so Mr. Gilman you can hear Mr. Gilman. You can hear from what Mr. Gilman got to tell you. You can ask Mr. Gilman a question when we open the line. And Mr. Gilman will be, I think, honest enough to answer your question. When you see my head like this, I'm trying to make sure that people are informed, people are dark, and they are on here tonight. So that's why you see me moving like this. So please share the show. I'd like to welcome Beverly Custino Harris, Nathaniel Slair, Augustus Williams, my own sister here, Bamun welcome here. Mr. Toby, welcome also here to the Print Double Show here. Share the show to your friends. So inform a friend so the friend can know and a friend can come on here too and listen to Mr. Gilman. Mr. Gilman, welcome here tonight. Please introduce yourself. Let us take 1 minute or 2 minutes to do that, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Double, and to my fellow Grenadians, Liberians, because I just shared the show, so there will be a lot of on different nationality coming here today because we're and depending on the platform that I'm sharing it on right now. Um, I want to say thank God that I'm here today. I've been sick for the past days, but thank God I'm doing much better. I want to thank the Almighty God for our national president, our entire team, and I want to thank the Almighty God for and our community and our people back home. And I pray that all those who lost their parents, lost friends, relatives, may their soul rest in peace. And I ask God to give them strength to go through this difficult time. And even those who in the hospital, we ask that God give them strength and may they be well soon. My name is Octavius Bestman Gilman um, from Grand Gita County. Mom from Grand Gita County. Mom Lee is my grandma. And our granddad would say, Lee, dare you? So, and that's my grandma, William Lee. And my mom was Shelley Weeks, and I'm 40 years old, living in Detroit, Michigan. I've been in the state for 21 years. I'm married to a beautiful woman by the name of Kitty Gilman, and I have 5 children. And uh, I'm a private real estate investor for almost 15 years, a renowned entrepreneur both in Liberia and back in this country. That's my life. I'm the last child of my parents.
Thank you, Mr. Gilman. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation to come on here tonight to speak to your people, those that you want to lead. If you want to lead people, you have to, tell them why you want them to vote for you and something like that. So thank you again for showing up here and being our guest tonight. So again, ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching, this is Octavius B. Gilman. He is from Michigan, as you heard him, and he's a contestant to be the president of the Grand Jury Association in the United States. So if you are joining us tonight, please share the show. Mr. Prosper Quincy Root, you're welcome. Mr. Daniel Pine, you are welcome. Daniel Solo is joining us from all the way Monrovia. You are welcome tonight, gentlemen. Mr. Dean, you are welcome also. Zade Eric Gay Dean, you are welcome on the show tonight. So, Mr. Gilman,
Yep.
let us start the show here because we've been about 20, 30 minutes late. Mr. Gilman, how's your campaign? How's the momentum in your camp? How's everything? Are you in various states? I saw you the other time, I think 2 weeks ago, you were in North Dakota, launching there. How's your campaign?
The campaign is going very, very well. I just got back from Minnesota, and I was there for a campaign on one-on-one knocking doors. So I just got back today, and um, we are grateful for the people that supporting us. These are things that we never thought we'll get to this place at this point, at this moment. And the advisors, the supporters, people from all around the world and around the country, they need change, and they understand that our people deserve better. And so we are excited that today, based on our numbers, that we will not pray for any campaign manager and assistant campaign manager than the two individual that we have, Mr. And so Ryle and Vlendi. based on the data that they are providing to our executive. If election were held today, I will be the youngest president of Grand Jury Association. We are excited about that.
Oh wow! Your two campaign managers, Uriah Song and Vladdy Soul.
Um,
They do a campaign manager for the Amunian group.
Amueno.
Amueno, yeah, Amueno. Nah, I made a mistake by calling you Amunya. Amunya, you know, your man, you from the CDC, so you obviously know what I'm talking about.
I'm
I'm
not
just
from the
joking.
city.
I'm just joking. You're not a CDC, I know. So these two gentlemen are going around. So how the registration in the states that you pass through? This, how the registration? People registering?
The people are doing great. The campaign. Look, I don't control my own schedule, and I'm grateful, man. I'm self-employed because this is difficult. Because I don't see how somebody would do this when you are punching the clock. I know the campaign can just wake up in the morning and say, "Look, you got to go to this state, you got to go to that state," and I mean they are doing. If you pull 5 to 6 people together, they will send me there to talk to you. So I mean, I'm all over the country, and we are blessed to have these two gentlemen
So
in here.
in those states now, we got 16 or 17 states that are current and active. You're calling them and you're asking them the registration going on. Your people are registering.
Yeah, they are. They. I mean, the excitement. I mean, you don't want to know, man. The people. It just. They don't hate our national president. We all respect her, but it just needs something different. They need change. We've been on this road too long. They're tired of being in an organization that is not moving. And, so the people just need change. And Granjita are excited. Hey, look, if election were here today, it's over, and we are excited about that. Thank God for the people that we have around us to
You
advise us.
have election today. Mr. Otavio B. Gilman will be the youngest president of Grand United Association. Is that what you're telling us tonight?
100% based on our data.
Your data. The battleground state. I want to getting information. The battleground state right now stands up. Iowa Demo. How's your camp doing on that in Des
No,
Moines?
and we thought at the beginning, we thought our Mendimon were coming to be a battleground. I know, and the campaign just crisscrossed the vice president and I to two different states. The vice president right now, she in Des Moines as we speak. I was in from Minnesota. That just scheduled to get us right after this show. I will be flying to another state. So, and based on our data from Des Moines right now, Des Moines is not a battleground. We will win Des Moines.
Oh wow, you're not Des Moines will be the Amoinum group will win Des Moines. Is that what you're telling the people tonight? It's not a
100%.
battleground state because we are hearing it's a battleground state.
No, Des Moines is not a battleground state.
Iowa, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky.
Eh,
The state that the election going to be held.
Look, let me say this to you, Mr. Double. It was a reason why our late brother Alex Freeman decided that we should choose Uriah and the election should go to Kentucky. Kentucky is not a battleground. We knew that from the beginning when we choose Uriah and brought the powerful man Vlandy on board. So Kentucky is not a battleground. Right now, Um, look, I must admit that this shocked every one of us. And the 5 man team, and when Uriah, Vlendi, and Mr. Pine, Mr. Dennis, and all and Mr. Khan, all these people came on board. You saw the difference. And, it's just different. So right now, Kentucky is not a battleground. I will be in Kentucky. I will be in Kentucky in the coming weeks.
The coming weeks, you're going to be in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky is not a battleground. You're going to win Kentucky. Confident.
Based on the data, and right now that on my desk, we will win Kentucky.
You're going to win Kentucky. You're very sure you're going to win. So let's go to your state, Michigan. You're going to win it too?
Yeah, yeah. Michigan is 100%.
And you're talking you're going to win Minneapolis. You're going to win Iowa. How about the Motors chapter, Pennsylvania, PA?
And Prince, that's where that's we knew that from the beginning because the national president never for the past 2 years never hosts one program pertaining to Grand Jury Association in that chapter. So based on that, we knew she had a problem there. And that's why we assigned a lot of resources in that particular state and headed by our sister and patient Talu. And don't forget the two father of this movement, they are living there. So and there are a lot of people who are playing a major role, in the campaign in that particular state. Philadelphia right now is not a battleground based on our numbers.
So according to your number here, Mr. Gilman, you already won the election.
I said that. And Prince, before we go to another state, I want to please address this issue that that just I received a call in my campaign want me to do that. And if you can give me 2 minutes, let me address that. Is
What's that?
the issue pertaining to Michael V.
No, we're
Um
gonna go there, Mr. President. We should,
yeah,
Mr.
okay, no,
Yeah,
I just
we're
want you
gonna
to
talk about
thank
it.
you.
The questions are here, right here.
Okay, thank you,
We're
thank you.
gonna go there. The questions are long, very, very much, very.
I just want everyone to know that I want to bring it up and get it out of the way because it's not that important.
Yeah, the questions are here. We're gonna go to the questions. We're
Yeah.
going step by step. We shouldn't rush.
Okay.
We got the time here on our side. So yeah, so Mr. President, the battleground states you're claiming them. You're just claiming them that your man Donald Trump. I'm gonna win bigly. States. Wow. So you're saying that you're gonna get Minneapolis, the biggest states in our union, Philadelphia going down for you, Iowa, the battleground state going down for you, Kentucky, where we're gonna have the election going down for you, Philadelphia going down for you.
No, Prince. Let me say this. As for Minnesota, I must admit, Minnesota, I cannot tell you that we're going to win Minnesota because based on a reason. Um, 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 so Minnesota, we even comfortable giving Minnesota to the national president, and we will still win the election. That's how comfortable we are. So, yeah. So, I
So you're
mean,
not worried about Minnesota
no,
votes.
no, I'm not. We will get vote from there, but when it comes to from Minnesota, based on what our campaign, the team, based on the numbers, yeah, they are confident to lose Minnesota.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
This, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joining us, this is Otavia B. Gilman, one of the presidential candidate in the Grand Jury Association in national election. We're going to come here in Kentucky. The host is from Kentucky. I'm here live in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. We say Louisville. If you come here and say Louisville, we know you're not from here. You have to say Louisville, then we know you are part of us. So we're going to have the election here May 9th. And May 9th to April, we in March, so like almost 2 months.
yeah.
Gilman gonna be here in Louisville, Kentucky, and you're gonna bring all your people here. You got a chair. Who's heading your chair from the chair side of your team? Who's heading it?
What do you mean, cheer? Like what?
You got a chair lady on your side
No, that would be chosen after the election.
after the election. They say Gilman already is distributing positions.
I mean, they can say whatever they want to say.
I read it. I said, "Oh wow, Gilmore
Yeah.
is a."
I mean,
You
we're not.
already really putting your cabinet ministers together. All your people, everything set.
Yeah. No,
You're
no.
not
I
gonna
mean,
you're not gonna win and take 3, 4, 5 months to set these things up. Like
no. I
like
got a team. I got a team that working on that.
that, working on that, but
Yeah.
it's not yet set.
I don't know what to do. And, but the only thing I told them
So
that
what are you going to say about those people who saying that you already put a team together? You already put your cabinets together.
Prince, and not the same people who said Asu Magavi, we are showing no code date. So they will say whatever they want to say.
Oh, so they get speculating.
Yeah.
No, they're not too far. Okay, that's good. So let us come down again to this suing of Michael V.
Yeah.
Was there any point, any time in your life in this campaign that you ever talked to a lawyer?
Yes.
Concerning Michael V's what?
Concerning why Michael V the voicemail. And Prince, just for the record, I'm
She
gonna be
send the voice. Did she send a voicemail to you? The message to you? Did she send you any text message, any voicemail, any picture concerning it, or it was a third party that gave you the information? Was it those things came to your inbox, or somebody sent them to you?
that was a third party.
A third party, and believe that third party.
And let me say this: every words from my mouth on that particular issue, I understand. I want you to know that I'm being very careful on every single words that I use on a particular issue.
Okay, so can you tell us how it came about? Because Michael V sent out a copy what your a lawyer, someone claiming to represent you, then to retract certain words, certain things he said about you. How did it happen? How did lawyer got involved?
Thank you, Prince. My fellow Grandians, and I want you to please, for a minute, more especially my sister out there, even if you don't vote for me or support me, I want you to put yourself in my position. Um, Josephine Sulu is my vice presidential candidate, a female. Like I said, to all the women in this community, put yourself in my position before you made a decision out there. Josephine Sulu is a female. She, my vice presidential candidate, she received a voice recording sent to sent from Michael V to Josephine, saying that Octavius Gilman, Josephine, is having an affair with me and doing everything to take me from my wife as a married man. And Prince, if you can play that tape, I don't mind. I can play it for you if you want. Because and I want my Grandians community to understand. Let me repeat. She said, Michael V said, Romeo said, Joseph Finslu is having an affair with me. And this is somebody that I'm close to. I'm going to deal with for the next, if I win for the next 2 or 3 years, I interact with. And when Josephine got that tape, she sent it to me. And I listened to it twice. And the first thing that came to my mind is my children. If my wife hear this, what will happen? And I want all Grandians women to understand, all Grandians to understand that my wife is not, she came here as a kid. She's not in the Liberian community like that. Everything she do is like American. So she's not the kind of person that would say, let's leave our own with God. Her mindset is different. Her attitude is different. Her approach to issue, she's treated like American. Now, and that was my first thought. If my wife hear this, what would she do? And I talked to my family because at the end of the day, they will be the one I will be stopping with. They will be the one. We'll be running from court to court, child support, all the type of things. And they said she in the community. Every one of them said, don't do it. More especially my older brother, Michael Gilman. He said, this is hard. It's difficult. Because if she know your wife will break up with you or tell you to drop out of this race, by begging, don't do it. And
Don't do what?
don't take Michael V to court. And I said, I hear you. And I called my lawyer the next day. She said, come on and bring the tape. I took the voice recording to her, and she said, this is damaging. She played it like 3 times. She called 3 other lawyer in her. It's a law firm. They listened to it. They said, you got a case, but the woman in question even have a greater case on McAfee than even you. I said, I'm not here for the other lady, which is Josephine. I said, I'm more concerned about me. And they said, okay, let me ask you. The gentleman in the office at the law firm said, are you and Josephine having an affair? I said, no. He said, do you have any relationship? I said, no. He said, this is damaging base. We can go ahead and file a lawsuit on McAfee, on this lady. And this, I want you to think about it, but come back again tomorrow. I went back tomorrow. They lay out the penalty and said, look, we will file 3 charges against McAfee. 1, defamation of character. 2, they will file a charge against McAfee based on the damage that it caused in the community on my business. And when they begin to put figures in the $300,000-$400,000 based on my asset, how much I worth, and they asked me, do you want to go about with this case? And that dawned on me. And they later went, the friend went and told Michael and write Michael V. They wrote Michael V and said, and you got the letter. I want you to read that letter to all grandchildren. And they told Michael V to stop saying that I'm having an affair with you.
Cease and desist.
Thank you. Thank God you said, yeah. And they told her to stop. And that's what and then Michael V hired, she brought in one of our Liberian brother in Ohio. And when the man contacted my lawyer, and my lawyer, they went on him, they told him that he should desist from even writing the law firm again, because he is not licensed. He's not licensed to practice law in Michigan. And that should be immediate. And he stopped. So they told him that if McAfee want to hire any lawyer to contact her or the law firm, McAfee should hire a lawyer in Michigan, or who have a license to practice law in Michigan.
But you think is that your lawyer responsibility to tell McAfee who to hire and where to hire?
No. I did not say that. I said they told.
Who told McAfee? Your lawyer?
No. My lawyer told McAfee lawyer.
McAfee lawyer. So what I mean, what I'm questioning here. Your
Yes.
lawyer, you think you got legal right to tell McAfee lawyer not to write for McAfee to hire somebody in Michigan?
Oh yeah, you can call him right now. That's a law. Yeah, because against the law, and they told him that it would go against his law license, all that kind of thing. And the email, McAfee have that email, and she system copy, and all those that McAfee.
So what I read from the response is that the McAfee lawyer said your lawyer should start intimidating his client.
You can put him on.
If your client want to continue to go after McAfee, you go sue and start intimidating his client. And then your lawyer say McAfee lawyer does not have the legal right to practice law in Michigan, so he should get out of the case. But my point here, Gilman, you Otavio Gilman, you just said that you said when you talk to some people in your camp, you even mentioned your big brother name. You said don't sue Michael V. But you still went to Michael V. You still want to sue Michael V.
Did I sue Michael V?
I mean, you still went and talked to a lawyer. That's what I mean. You said you talked to people first. And look, whether you sue Michael V, this is the community that we live in. Once you get a lawyer,
are you trying to say our community are not okay? That's what you're trying to say.
I'm not saying it's not okay. Once you rush to a lawyer to say you sue Michael V because your lawyer contacted Michael V.
So is that mean
to cease and desist? When Michael V don't desist, you're going to sue Michael V. That's why lawyers they give Michael V 10 days.
So they asked you McAfee.
No, I don't. I'm not
Okay,
saying you
thank
sue
you.
Michael V.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so
You
then
ran
it
to a,
end now.
you ran to a lawyer. And okay, now, Mr. Gilman, that letter, the message from Michael V did not go directly to you. It went to a third party. That a third party gave you the info. Is that true?
Okay, when you're ready for me to speak, I will speak. I'm not
Go
gonna play
ahead.
this game
Go
tonight.
ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay, now we get to the main place that all Grangians are concerned that McAfee and 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 our national president Cam is running around with. I asked you the simple question here. They asked you McAfee. You said no. If McAfee, I want all Grangians to know. If McAfee tell you Octavia sue me, McAfee should provide a code date. She will not tell you that. She will not show you that. So let us stop playing this thing like politics. I want you to put, if McAfee know that it's not true, let McAfee go ahead and she and her God. But let her stop damaging my home. McAfee insulted me so many times on Facebook. Fun, look at people like Bob clergy. Did I ever sue Bob clergy that called my family name? Or no, people, McAfee insulted me so many times. No, but McAfee said, I having an affair. I want you to know this is not getting nothing to do with Grand Jury Association.
No, it has
So
some. You been here now. Your people there, who you want to take over from? Thomas Collins. I came with William Yarrington, then David Botto, then Henry Clay, then Matt O'Connor. I don't hear the way they attack and people doing this thing. But Colin Stan, Colin
I,
Loving today, Colin Loving to eat a pow, Colin get eat a pow in the hotel. Those things came. Then Fred Gwen came. Fred Gwen get it 1 year. Fred Gwen get it other girl. Fred Gwen play the other woman. Yo. Fred Gwen woman for around here woman get a woman to the other girl today. So Fred Gwen didn't sue nobody. Colin didn't sue nobody.
let me ask you the
I
question.
didn't, one
Let me
minute
ask
I'll
you the
come.
question.
One minute I'll come to you. I didn't hear from Augustine Menye, God girlfriend. I didn't hear from Yubote, God girlfriend. I didn't hear either God or this, that, and this. But these are things that people say about people, including you, Mr. Gilman, including you. 2016, I took your article down from my border room when you said that you even published Ella Yala kid and his wife. She gave birth. And that was a family too. You drew into it. And then you said that one of our Chian sister, what becomes of our Chian sister? You got a child now. You put him in child. I didn't take you to court, Gilmore. So why you? I mean, you got a lawyer on you. Why yours is so different?
You finished?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let me ask you this question again. You got that document in your hand. They assume McAfee.
You did not. You went to a
Okay,
lawyer.
thank
I
you.
didn't say.
Okay, so let me go
I
ahead.
made a mistake. I
Okay,
said you sued, but I corrected myself. I said you went
thank
to a
you.
lawyer, and
Okay,
the
okay,
lawyer warned Michael
okay.
V to cease and desist, and she got 10 days to what, to retract those things she said about you.
Thank you. Thank you. So
So a
so
lawyer
okay.
was involved.
Okay. Prince,
Yeah.
the same McAfee woman, the same individual, beat one of her own family member for she suspect they girl sleeping with her husband. Just suspect. So I want you to understand, but it's okay. So my wife, if McAfee is a female, my wife is a female. If McAfee can yet think and say, look, you cheating with all my husband
How
sleeping
you
with.
know Michael V be?
But let me finish. Prince, I'm not gonna play the game yet tonight.
No, y'all want to know how you
No,
know.
no, no, I'm
No.
not gonna play the game. If
I'm
you
a
wanna
first time
interrupt
hearing it.
me, then I will just leave. I'm not gonna play
No,
the game.
no, Gilmore, you're not about leaving, but I want to know how you know because I'm a first time hearing it. So
How do you know that? So how do you know that our lawyer got involved in McAfee and our issue? How do you know?
I saw the note from your
Okay,
lawyer.
then that answer your question, Prince. You said it so many times yourself that I did not sue McAfee because of what McAfee and Idipua Camp is running around with that I sue McAfee. But McAfee own self beat her husband and beat a girl just because she assumed the person was sleeping with her husband. Assume. So if she can do that, how my own wife too. You think my wife don't have feeding? So I want you to understand McAfee was prosecuted for that. And her husband stood up in court and said, that's not true against his own wife. So I want Grandians women to understand these things. Say,
So
Prince Double, if you Prince Double on Prince Double show, Prince Double telling y'all that Octavius Gilman did not sue Margot V. Margot V would tell y'all Octavius sued me, but Margot V would never provide y'all with a court date and
but did you
any
go to
paper to show that.
a lawyer and the lawyer won Marco V?
Yes, Prince, I said that.
Okay, so I mean there was a lawyer involved in the process, Mr. Gilman.
Oh, yes, to stop making false allegations
So my
against me that
question
I'm
to
sleeping with.
you,
Yeah.
when you posted Eddie Yala no problem. Eddie Yala
Okay, now Prince,
was a
Prince, if you're gonna
community
bring
leader.
any other issue, Prince, if
But
you're gonna
Mr.
bring
Gilman, that's it. You're a community leader. You're not a small man. You want to be the president. Eddie Yala was
Prince,
not president of Grand Union. Eddie Yala was Kunemo Association
can
president.
you provide that proof?
But did you do it or not?
No, I'm asking you, can you provide that proof?
I removed it from Facebook.
Oh, now you remove it.
I took the case down. I just told you from the start. I took it down because I was sleeping when a lot of people call me.
Prince,
And I took the
anybody can
case down.
say, Prince, anybody can say anything about me now.
So Gilman, did you did not do what I just said about
I told you
Yala?
no, I did not. I don't know how you want me to speak Pele or what?
So you cry, man, speak crime. You cry, man, speak crime. Maybe you're not crying for yeah.
No. I want all Grandians because this is why Poor and her campaign and Margot V is running around. Thank God you yourself saying it that
So you
I
only
did not
won
sue Margot
Marco
V.
V. You only won her. It's not a lawsuit. You only won her. Hello? Mr. Gilmer? Well, Mr. Gilmer, you can go by. Well, we're going to wait here and see if Mr. Gilmer come back here tonight. We are in conversation with Mr. Otavio B. Gilmer, the Amuenu presidential expiring, I mean. The upcoming national election. We wait for Mr. Gilmore. I don't know why he left abruptly, but I think internet issue, and he's back here. So Gilmore, man, if you can speak to that issue, you can go ahead and speak to that issues. But you are a leader. It's like me. I'm a leader. I criticize people, so I expect people to criticize me. So when the people say this, that, Prince, get girlfriend, you gotta handle it with my wife, though. Mr. Gilman, are you there?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Prince.
So, but the point here, what we got to make the people know and the Grandians to know that Mr. Gilman did not sue. He only went to his lawyer. If I'm wrong, just tell me to tell Michael V to cease and desist.
That's it.
Because the info that we got here, it says cease and desist. It didn't set a court date. That I read it out. It didn't say, "Oh, McAfee, you got this time and this date to go to court." They only told McAfee to cease and desist from saying these things. Did they give her 10 days to retract what she said?
Prince, that's what they. I just want all Grandians to know because Poor, our national president, and Margot V is misleading Grandians out there, saying that Gilman sue me, Gilman sue me, Gilman sue me. So now,
Yeah. I
let's
just say
move on.
you didn't sue her. Did your lawyer give her 10 days to
Prince,
retract?
if we're gonna spend another, if we're gonna spend another 1 minute on the show or 1 second or maybe 30 seconds, I will leave the show because
But
that's
come on,
not important.
this is it. You're
Prince,
trying to
Prince,
speak to the people who
Prince, Prince,
saying, come on,
Prince,
you don't
Prince,
think it's
Grandiden,
right that
Prince,
people
Prince,
who
Prince,
saying.
this will not benefit Grandiden right now. Let me tell
But
you
there are a
something.
lot
Hold
of
on,
people
Prince,
who
hold
say
on.
you
Okay,
sue.
Prince, hold on.
There's a people who say you sue Marco V.
Prince, hold on. There are Grandiden right now sitting down in immigration prison. Why the organization is not helping them? Why are we not talking about it? That
We'll come
Grandiden right
there.
now. No,
We'll
you're not
come there.
coming. Prince, I got 1 hour to be on the show, and we spent more than 15 minutes on Margot V. I will not accept that. I will leave the platform the day you're ready for us to discuss it. And you talk about McAfee, I will leave the show again because it's not important. What
Why
benefit
you
that will
think
have?
it's not important? You sue another. You took another grandchildren to a lawyer. You say it's not
You
important.
just said I did not sue McAfee. You
But
just
you
said.
but they gave her 10 days to
Okay,
retract
say
whatever
you
she
won't
said.
make McAfee the issue, and I will leave the platform and you can discuss it.
Gilman, if you want
Thank
to
you.
leave, the platform, you can leave the platform. You can't tell me what to ask you or how to ask.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
the
Because
reason I did not bring Zopen on
yeah,
my show for, because they wanted to
yeah,
stage manage my show, and then nobody
because
stage
it's
manage
not
my show.
benefiting Grandjiden. It's not benefiting
I
Grandjiden.
understand, but
Yeah, yeah.
you say you wanted to clarify things.
But
You
we're
wanted to
done with that.
clarify things.
But
No,
we're done with that.
but did they give her 10 days
But we're
to
done with
retract
that. Why
whatever?
are you still talking about McAfee?
Asking your question,
What benefit?
did they give you 10
Right
days?
now,
Did they give
right
you?
now, there are Grandjiden right now sitting down, worrying
There are a
about
lot of people
immigration
in
issues.
immigration jail and Trump and
Yeah.
people drinking
So let's
wine
talk about
in
that.
the White House,
Let's talk
Ontario.
about what. Let's talk about what I would do. What I would do if I become president for this organization. You don't want to talk about that.
Gilmore, there are a lot of questions here. I got
Thank
5
you.
questions here before we
Th-
leave this
th-
show here. But open the line.
Yeah,
To
I mean,
answer the question, can you answer the question?
if you don't want to talk about that, I will not answer anything that got to do with McAfee anymore. You
I
already
understand.
answered the question for Grandjiden. I did not
I
sue McAfee.
understand.
Thank you.
I understand,
Thank you.
Otavio. You don't have to answer, but I have the right to ask you a question, though. I'm not forced to
That's
answer.
what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. If
Did your
you go,
lawyer give McAfee 10 days to retract
okay, that
whatever she said?
my fellow Grandjidens, I'm more concerned about what I would do for you or what my platform would do for our people back home and in the United States. Prince Double is not concerned about that. I understand that, and he want to focus on an individual. My my main concern here is how I will help our brothers and sisters that in this country that are struggling. The children right now in the next 5 to 6 months will be coming out of high school. How will these people get a grant to go to school? These are the kind of thing I want us to talk about. How our organization, the oldest organization, 50 years, don't even have an office space, don't even have a laptop. That
It's
if
on
our
the,
secretary market,
it's
yeah,
right here.
okay, but
Right
you're
here.
not you're not
It's
concerned about that.
all here.
No,
Well,
we don't
you
have
don't
the
want
time.
block Gilmore, you don't
We
want
don't
block.
have
You
the
don't
time.
no, but Gilmore, you don't want block McAfee.
I'm
You
about to
brought
leave.
McAfee, you
I'm
brought
about to
McAfee coming
leave.
out.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm about to leave, saying you don't want to address this issue. These are critical issues for our community. An oldest organization don't have an office space. You
Office
know
space
you
where
say
here or in Africa.
the older organization in this country
I understand, Mr. Gilmore, where you want to
don't
have
even
this
have the
office
office
space? Where
space
you want to have the office space? Here or Liberia?
in the United States. Why would I do that? And we don't have, and you don't
You want
have
to
a
have it
home
in
here
which state? In which state?
in the model state,
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
You want to get a hall where?
The hall, based on the decision that Grandjiden, the member, will decide that where we're going to have it.
So the office space you're talking about, Mr. Gilmore, are you going to go to the board to approve it, or are you just going to get up and get an office space? Are you going to all
Look,
these things? Are you going to ask the board for approval?
look, I'm known is not enough career government. We will seek approval and we will ask Grandjidians for the input on where
Because you
our hall
remember
will be.
the bull units bull and Mr. Menye that you serve as a PR under him. That was the same issue what they had. I think the board said Menye did not follow the protocol, so they had to go back and take the earnest money, the $10,000 to put on the hall in Iowa. So that's the reason that I'm asking. Are you going to go to the board and send your proposal to the board approve it, and you go ahead and do it? Or you're just going to
No, 100%. We will, that will be approved by the board of Grandjid Association.
okay.
I mean, we will not do anything, we're, just on our own. That will be the board and the member will be involved in every decision we make.
So the board will get involved in the decision of the. So you want an office space. You don't live in Pennsylvania. Why do you want an office space in Pennsylvania?
That's the headquarters for the organization, and that's where the office space will be.
Okay. But before we go further, Mr. Gilmore, this is the Prince Double Show.
Yeah.
The reason your senator didn't come on my show, they wanted to call me in the back, stage manager, put questions down and give it to him. I told him no. It's what you just did. You want to leave the show. These things that I'm asking are community issues that are going to affect our community. And people are afraid that when you take over, you will sue people who criticize you. People will be sued when they ask you for bank statements. People will be sued when they ask you for accountability. We see Yubote, he left office almost 2 years. Yubote still, you can hear Yubote still crying. The people say I'm a gay report. The people say I'm a gay report because that the people right to ask you. When you get a report, one print, when I in a meeting, one can will ask you, I say, Mr. President, Yubote, where's the report? You have to say, print, I get a report. This is a report. For you to threaten to walk off my show, it was below the belt.
To you?
It was below the belt, Mr. Gilman. Because what we are saying tonight is concerning the community. It's concerning our community and the organization that you want to lead. Michael V will be one of your members. Prince will be one of your members. Ida will be one of your members. If you take over the leadership, when I ask you tomorrow on my show, Mr. President, I want to report for the office space. What you get? How did you get this office space? You're going to run to a lawyer on me? Mr. Gilman.
Okay. Grandchildren, I want you to understand that your time is very important. I value time a lot. As a businessman that pay people on hourly basis, and I don't take your time for granted. You being here today is very important. You want to know exactly what your next president, Octavius Gilman, would do for this organization. And that's what I'm focused on discussing about creating a database for this organization. It's not normal. It don't make sense that a national president have no clue how many members in that organization. It's wrong. It's shameful. I want to know why during Madam Poor and Tim Collins administration, we raised more money than any other leader in this community. But they failed to provide an office space for us. These are things that I'm worried about. And in the first 3 weeks, we will provide that. These are the discussions I want to be having. Right now, if somebody die in this organization, Grand Jury Association will give them $300. That is sad. It cannot even buy a liquor for 1 day for people who crying on the mat. We want to provide life insurance for our members and who need it. These are things that I want you to ask deep questions. How will that happen? How will you implement these things? These are the kind of things I'm concerned about. And your time is very important. So, Granjiden, I'm waiting to answer your question on these issues. And I will explain to you how the older organization, our sitting president been there for 6 years and cannot provide an office space that costs under $200. Your incoming secretary, Jenkins Guia, in Minnesota, have an office space for more than 3 years. If Jenkins, an individual, can have an office space, how about a renowned organization like Grand Jury Association? This is shameful. We don't even have a laptop. Right now, if my own brother, Chris, the secretary, our national secretary, get paid right now and say, look, I'm going on my farm in Grand Jury County to run my businesses in Liberia. I'm going home. Chris will carry his laptop. You see how shameful it is? These are the people that are running around. If Mr. Collins and Edith Poor led this organization for 6 years, raised thousands of dollars, and never had a dream to provide you an office space and a laptop. These are the same people that are coming back to say, let's continue to do the same old thing. And we are saying, look, it's wrong. Other community are doing great. But let us here, we're talking about the same thing. And we are saying Idepua got one way. She and Mr. Collins got one way of raising money. Is the convention and coin contest. Convention and coin contest. This is wrong. There are millions of dollars out here that we can raise by renting grant. Why are we not doing it? Just because Mr. Collins was one of the person who said the insurance cannot work. Now he changed it, it can work. So our national president, they're going back to the same old Mr. Collins days. So we have to understand these things, Grandjiden. We cannot afford to be in this position. It's wrong. What are we doing for our working mom that in this country? Our children in the next 6 to 5 months, 5 to 6 months, there'll be children coming out of high school. Some of y'all right now worrying about student loan. That's the only option you got. And we saying no. There will be grant. We will help Grandidians, members of the organization. There are grant out there. There are student loan, and all type of free money out there. That's what the organization is for. And we are willing to do that. These are the kind of things I want to talk about. So, Prince, if you're ready, let's have a discussion on these things.
You don't want to talk about you suing one of your members? And you're
And give
scaring
me,
your members away? You don't want to talk about it? You talk about it, you didn't sue her. But the letter that I read from your lawyer, I can post your lawyer letter here, where she talks about giving Michael V 10 days to retract what she said. You don't want to talk about it? How will we get to putting ourselves together, getting this grant when we're taking each other to court? It's the first time in his organization history. Do you know that? That a man who's vying for the highest office of the organization to take someone to court on a third-party statement. I followed that whole thing. People who campaigning for you, Mr. Gilman. They made a statement about Michael V. Husman. That's why she wrote that letter and sent that to your president, your vice presidential candidate inbox. And she passed it on to you, and you went to a lawyer. You don't want us to talk about it. How do we get office space if we're not together? If we are suing each other, will we maintain that office space? If we get a hall in Iowa, Des Moines, where the crowd is now, if we are suing each other, will we have people to go and rent that hall? We need people to rent the hall. That's when we're going to pay the mortgage of the hall. If you buy the hall, nobody's going to get cash, $200,000-300,000 to put on the hall. We pay money, pay earnest money, pay this one, get a hall, and then we bring the hall out to people, and then we pay the mortgage on the hall. How will people get involved in renting the hall if we are suing each other, Mr. Gilman? So you don't think it would be wise enough for you to tell the people, look, I'm going to go to my lawyer and tell the lawyer that we're going to stop this. This is campaign season. Because I, Gilman, have said things to people also that brought their family into this picture. So we got to move on. Thin skin has to be maintained in this process, Mr. Gilman. You're going to be president, not for 2 years. Because I'm very sure when you come to Kentucky here, we're going to amend that constitution. We're going to adapt that constitution. I'm going to call for 3 years president. If you are elected here, you leave office 3 years, not 2 years. You're going to be president for all. Now for Team Amwenu. Once you come here, the people who elect you, your Amwenu is behind the door. It is GGAA face we carry. Our brother from the GGAD, you got a very good rapport with them. I must applaud you for that. They are around, they're coming on your side. That's good. I saw the CEO endorsing you openly. That's a good thing. That's unity. But will you scare other? If you just scare 2-3 Grandidians away, you don't think that's a serious problem, Mr. Gilman?
thank you. Okay. Grandidians, this is what your next president and the Amoino team will be doing when we take over. Grand Jury Association will never be in the business of undertaking a project anymore. We want the 3 districts to be involved. Every single cent will be distributed to the 3 districts. We will not be in the business to undertake project. This organization is not a chain organization. I know I'm a chairman from Chain District, but it's not fair to the people of Bazon District. It's not fair to the people Okunabo district. So when we take over, we will call the 3 district president, have a conversation with them, and say, look, what type of project in your district? And we, Grand Jury Association, will be the one to fund this project because it makes no sense that right now we're sitting on $50,000, $60,000 US dollar in the bank. But Boston District want to build schools for our children, and they only need zinc, and we're sitting down on $60,000 or $50,000. That is wrong. That was not work. It will never happen as long as a president. That money will be spent in Boston District. We just need to see it and provide document, video, photos to Grangidians. Right now, as we speak, in Kunambo District, there are Grangidians, women that want to start micro loan. They only need $100 or $200 a month or $200 to start a small business. Why are we sitting down on this money? So your next leader will not accept that. That one will not be in the business to undertake project. The 3 districts will be the one to undertake all our project. Because right now, since 50 years, the 6th year, our national president sat down there with Mr. Collins. Not one development or project went in Bazon district or Kunambo district. It's wrong. The Chan people is not the only one that put the money in this organization. And that will not work as long as a president. That's why we are asking you, Grangidians, to support us. Because at the end of the day, there are people in our midst that find pleasure when we are divided. There are people in our midst that don't go to bed sad when we are together. And that will stop. Because your money, you will see it working in the 3 districts, not just in Chen district alone. And another thing, this life insurance is very important. The average funeral, the average cost for a funeral in this country is $8,500. Grangidians, we are saying if you can pay $29 a month, $350 a year, if anything happened to you, for example, if Jason Jaru died, we will give Jason Jaru with $15,000 to bury him. But right now, if
Why you
Jason
want?
Jaru,
Why were
I
you
say for
making
example, I
why
said
would
for
you make
example, I
why
said
you
for
make
example,
example as that?
I said for example, right now, it gets in Jaru pass away. The Grand Jury Association, the men who been working all along, and writing our constitution, he pay a due. Grand Jury Association will go and give him $300. It's not fair to the brother. It's not fair to his family. That's why if Jason Jaru choose to be a member when we take office, and he pay $350 a year, we will get Jason Jaru worth 15,000 US dollars to bury him. That the brother worth will not be begging around like we do right now to bury our loved one. And to add to that, it called in-house insurance, no medical, no medical. So I just want you to know. So, Grantina, these are the kind of things that I want to go to bed worrying about as your next president.
Okay, let me go to the immigration thing you talk about here. It's been evident that you don't want to speak to the issue that are affecting our community. So let us just have this discussion, and then I'll open the line in the next 10 minutes because you got time to be out of here, and myself to have time to be out of here. You talk about immigration, our brothers sitting in immigration. Any of our brothers that are involved or were involved in immigration, have you ever visited any of them? The likes of Mr. General Moses Wright, Teddy Zion. Have you visited them? You ever place a call to them? Have you asked them how the immigration started looking?
Thank you.
You ever call them, Mr. Wright? You heard it. You heard Zion. You ever call any of them? Or when you become president, before you place the calls to people, have you called any of our brothers who are in? People can call them, visit them. Have you done that?
Thank you. And Prince, thank you very much, Prince. Look, sometimes people won't get mad at you, but I gotta give you a flower because without you, I will not be in this position. Thank you for that brilliant question. You helped to build a momentum, so I must admit. Um, 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 I, let's start from Telezion, my big brother Telezion, who was the former campaign manager for our national president Idepoa, and the guy who created the WhatsApp chat room to raise money for Telezion. He might be watching now, and he stay alive. Anybody can find him right now and call him right now. When I heard that Telezion was deported, it hurt me because
Are you in a chat room?
let me finish. When I heard that our brother was deported, it hurt me because I said, how our national president Idepoa, this is the man who served as a campaign manager for her. Let's assume, let's take the campaign manager, but
Are
he
you
is
in
a
a chat room, Mr. Gilman?
let me finish. Let me finish. I will answer
I
that
just
question.
answer the question. You are in a chat room
Yes,
now.
yes,
Okay, yeah, okay.
yeah. Then when I heard that, and I met the brother to Mekong Gawe funeral, and he and I began to chat. When today's young name came up, asking right now, anybody can call him. I said, this is sad. I said, my brother. He said, oh, we're raising money to send to him. I said, you know what? I'm waiting to offer one of my house to him because they brought all the money you're giving right now, and they brother go rent a house. No, it don't make sense. So I'm begging y'all, if you're ready, you're getting in touch with him. I'm waiting to give one of my house for him to live in. You're asking, you please get to me. You know, Prince, there are thousands of Nigerians in this country that are
Mr.
assist.
Gilman, those
Yeah.
people who are on
No,
immigration,
but
who
I'm
have
just telling you,
immigration issue, have you called them or have you ever called them? I
I
just
don't know
name
them.
people.
How will I call them if I don't know them?
You just name one person. Did you ever call Mr. Zion?
But I offer my I
That was
offer
after
get it.
the fact.
But how did I know that this man was? I
I thought you
said
just talking about somebody creating chat rooms. So obviously you're in the chat room. So you
no.
all
I
have
said
me in the chat room and put me that I saw everything that happened. I
I
saw
said
everything that happened in the
when
chat.
today's young was.
Mr. Wright, the General Wright. Do you ever visited him or you ever place a call to him?
I'm just hearing that another brother is in jail.
No, I'm not in jail. He's not in jail. He has immigration issue.
Okay. I just hearing it from you right now.
You
How do
just
you
hearing
want?
this from me?
How do you want me to solve? How how do you want me to solve your problem if you don't tell me? Or I don't know. It's just common logic and sense. I heard that today's young was deported when you were already out of Liberia.
So when you went by before when he went, they were deporting before you knew they added you in the chat.
Yes. At that time,
After the brother left before they added you in the chat.
yes.
Is that
To
what you're
raise,
saying, Gilman?
yes, to raise money for him. That's how I got to know.
No, the
And
money was being raised. When the
I don't
time the
know.
brother had
That's
an
why I
issue,
said maybe
that
at the
particular
time,
individual you're talking about, he opened the account, he opened the workshop, and they've been raising money to get a lawyer. And
maybe
then it
that
came
the
to
time,
a decision that the man said he want to go back, so they sent the money to him. So it was so after he left, for they put you in the chat.
I don't know, but I got to ask the brother. The brother stay alive. I offer to give Telesian a house to live in. The brother is so. I mean, look, there are a lot of grandchildren I help, and most of the time, the people that criticize me are the people I help. So
No,
that's
I'm
one.
not saying
Yeah,
Gilmore, I'm not saying you don't help people.
yeah.
You help Bill Pum here, Bill Pum there. Even when the guy from the Barzon district, JJ Denny, now who's a strong supporter, when I put him on a line that night, and he tried to say all this, I put him to it, and then he's at the end he said yes. So these things we gonna give it to you. But you're saying you want to do immigration, our brothers in this, our brothers in there with immigration. Have you called them? Or are you waiting when you become president before you take the phone now when you're sitting down in the warehouse or in the office space and before you start making these calls to the people?
Okay, now you see why data
Because you
base.
have to know
Okay,
you have to know this. How did you know that people in problems? Our brothers and sisters from Grand Gita in problems. You knew that. You because you just said it. So obviously you are reading things that are people in problems. Have you called them?
okay. Now you see why data is very important for an organization like this. If we had data, we would know how many Granadians that are citizens in this country. If we had data, we know how many Nigerians that have paper issues. We know how many Nigerians on TPS. Do you see why the organization need a whole different kind of leader? Did you see the reason now? Do you see why data is our number one priority? You want me to be calling people out there who in jail, who in jail, who in jail, or looking in different websites, who in jail? Prince, we are in a civilized society. We are in 2025. Our friends are moving forward, and we stay doing the same old thing, like Mr. Collins and Idipua. They want to take us backward. They want to do the same old thing. We raise all this money, but yet it said today, if we had an office space, if we had data, we know, every Nigerian would know. Because if our national president was serious, right now you ask her how many Nigerians in there, she don't know. How would she know? And you don't blame her because we don't have data. And these are the kind of people that are talking about what?
Not yet any Nigerian are in jail. Then if I'm a Nigerian, I come in town here and I don't come and affiliate with the organization, how do they know about me?
Okay, that the same question go back to you. How do you want me to know? How do you want me to know if you don't tell me, or I don't?
Well, you just said, you yourself said that our people in immigration issue and this and that. So I thought you have knowledge on what you said.
Oh, you thought. Thank you for
you said it. You said it. I didn't bring about immigration.
We all know, Prince. Let us not play dumb here. We all know that Nigerians in this country that have problems.
I just named a few of our permanent people that
I don't know. I just hearing it.
We never went to none of them to visit them to place a call because, to say, oh, Pap, sorry, and this I'm in sympathy with you. I'm in this with you. You never know that. You never did that
because I just hearing it from you.
So you're gonna do that now that you heard it. You're gonna get to these people, try to get their contact and call them.
Oh, sure. Why would I do that? I mean, I'm just the same way I did for Television. When I got to know Television was in Liberia, I offer.
No, Television, we're not sure because you just told me outrightly that you are the brother that opened the chat. Better put you in the chat
after Television was in Liberia.
So when he put you in the chat after Television, you didn't see those messages.
Oh, Prince, how do you understand? I said Television was in Liberia. When I got to know Television was already deported, I called and I met him. He said, "Oh yeah, Television is back home." I said, "Whoa!" I said, "Then what seven?"
So from the time he better got in the immigration stuff before he would go back home, you never knew about it.
No, Idipua knew that.
Yeah, she knew because there was a chat. Everyone was in the chat. I'm very sure when
they call a general meeting. They Idipua call a general meeting to inform Nigerians that one of our own is in problem.
I don't know if you took it to the meeting, but there was a guy
No. Okay. So let you hear. Now one meeting, I'm a chapter president. She will call off right now. Idipua never. So these are the kind of thing, Prince is sad. It's sad. Their brother, our other brothers that you just named, our national president called a meeting. No. And these are the kind of things we need to be worrying about, Prince.
So does she need to call a meeting to know that I mean, I'm surprised that you say you don't know about General Wright.
So are you telling me, Prince, are you telling Grandchildren on the show that Idipua don't have to call a meeting to tell us that?
I'm not saying so, but for you to say that, for you to come on the show and say you never hear about General Wright, because you're writing a ban on every not only crime media or life.
Oh, so you want me to do it, but not our national president?
I'm not interviewing our national president. When she come here, I will ask her this question.
I'm
asking you a question. Not you want if the debate come and you are here and Ida is here, you can debate that one. But today, now you and Ida debate. I'm asking you a question.
Okay, so I just want to know from you. And let me give you the credit. Thank you for letting me know. And I'm gonna let.
Are you gonna reach out to him?
Oh, sure, 100%. And as soon as I get off the phone, we'll do that. And our incoming secretary, that's something he good in, and we will try to get to him as soon as possible. And thanks for letting me know tonight.
Okay. So that's good. I mean that's. But I'm surprised that you say you're just hearing about this from the everywhere, every media or like the front.
Chris, can you tell me how long that man been in jail?
Who man?
The man you're talking about.
He's not in jail. You will call him by immigration, question him. But he's just been going from court. He's not in jail. He's at home.
And how long it been?
About a year or two ago.
Okay, but our national president Ben, she never one day informed Grenadians about somebody going
You
through
ain't
that.
either campaigning. I mean, you ain't either debating. You
Oh,
can
but you
bring
want
these
me
things.
to know? You want me to know as a private
But you
citizen?
just spoke about immigration. You
Yeah.
just say our
But
people
these are the, I said
you
when I
just
become
told us
president,
that our people
she
in
have the
detention,
power.
our people having immigration issue. So I thought
Yes.
you have already done your research. You have known your people who are there. You are known all
Do
these
we have database?
do you need database? The thing you put down that you say you want to do the immigration where that database that either database is depending on to do these things.
Okay, give me time, man. Give me time. Thank you. How can Mona Flying Warranty that in Kentucky, can she call all Grenadians from different states and say, give me your information? She don't have that power. But Idepua have that power to do that, to collect database from all Grenadians, all member that part of the organization. That's one. So she have the power, she have the resources as a national president. I don't. You see? So if Idepua was somebody who was a leader, but now all Grenadians would know in those chat room, the time she take to post picture in those chat room, she'll be posting the names of our brothers and sisters that are going through this problem. But it's sad that we don't have the leader. And come
You don't
May,
have a leader?
I mean, we don't just need leader who will just take pictures. Bring these are the kind of things we're supposed to be, to be concerned about. The
No,
well-being of our.
Gilman is not elected in May. He's not going to talk about these things. You're not going to get all these ideas.
I don't have the power. I don't have the resources to do
bring this
that.
idea. When you have ideas, you can bring them out.
I don't have the power to call you.
When you
right
have
now,
the idea, you get the power to call the president and say, "Madam President,
let me ask you
I
this
think
question.
we can do this. We can do this."
Okay, let me ask you this question. Can I call you right now and say, Prince, give me your date of birth, your email address, your social security number, and your address? Can
Even
you
when
do
you're
that?
president, even when you're president, you can't do that. I will not give it to you. That's your personal issue.
That's your choice. But because I will tell you the benefit of providing the information because you member of the organization. Prince, no, look at the organization in Minnesota, the Somalian. Do you know why they reach out to the people? They know how many children you got. If your wife pregnant, when you came in this country, how many and years you been here, who's citizen, who not citizen, because it's data. You see why the community is doing great? It's data. And Grenadians, I want you to be very careful. As long as we begin to think the print double and either poor and Timon Collins, we'll always go back. It's wrong.
If they're thinking like me and Ide and Temokonin will go back.
But you saying it's wrong to collect data.
I'm not saying to collect data is wrong.
say,
My question to you
no, you
is,
said you're not getting your information. You said you're not
expect me
getting
to get you who you going to call to get you the social security number and date of birth.
Thank you. But the Somalian people are doing it. That's why you see the
Who the
community is doing
Somalian
great.
people that you see that they get a social security number and date of birth to people?
Do you think how the people are doing great? You think why they're going out?
You can do great without getting social security and getting put. I was in Minneapolis with Kepler Dwayne, and we got 500,000 from the state of Minnesota. We did not give our social security number to the people.
And what 500,000?
Social security number because you are the president. You don't go around and ask all members of the Librarian Committee, you can't give me your social security and give money. No, they don't do it like that.
And what 500,000 now today?
They put the guy in the hall. The hall on Broken Boulevard in Kentucky Avenue. Where you think the hall coming from?
Prince,
when the organization laboratory,
Prince, our mindset.
Where the hall coming from?
Prince, our mindset. Along with those,
we had a database of 20,000 Liberians when I was there, 2009, when I served as a co-chairman on the election commission. 20,000 Liberians, Bobby told it here. The poll register. We didn't ask for the date of birth. You come, you show your ID, we write your address and write your name on it. How will you go be asking for a social security number? Who gonna give it to you, Mr. Gilman? And you need to leave Gilman alone and stop calling him. I'm about to open the line, but I'm very disappointed in Mr. Gilman tonight. He brought out a topic, an issue that is in our community affecting our people talking about. And I want to ask him, and he being evasive tonight, and he's threatening to leave the show. That when he leave the show, I will not eat tomorrow in my house. This is very much disappointing tonight to me. And those who are even supporting Gilman, who called him not to answer this question. He brought up a Michael V issue here. that he did not sue Michael V. So it was his right to explain everything. But he being evasive. When I asked him questions, and then he jumped to this. You talk about immigration. How will you talk about immigration and people in immigration problem in our community, like 2020, that in or this other one? Have you called these people? He said he get to know when Zion went back home. Welcome back, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you.
Your speaker.
I can't hear you, Prince. I can't hear you.
Sorry, Gilman. Somebody was calling me. I didn't want to get in the thing over there. So
They giving you question too?
no, that's my job.
I know.
Guy
Yeah,
for
your
my
job
job
calling
calling me.
you.
So I didn't
Yeah,
want
your job calling you 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Yes, that's my job. I can show you the thing. Who's gonna
No,
give me question? I got your question written down here. You already jumped over one question, Mr. Gilmore. You refuse to talk about that question.
Prince.
Some training
Prince.
issue in the community, all over the place. You say you're not answering that question. Your lawyer gave somebody 10 days to retry the
Prince, can
statement.
we
Go
go
on
to our
social media.
platform? Prince, can we go to our platform?
You want to tell me how to ask you question, Gilmore? That's a disappointing thing you're doing tonight, bro. You never used to be that day. Why you moving with Uriah Soon and Jigging? You moving with Jigging Griard and Johnson Doe and these guys are misleading you, my man. Let me let you know. You used to answer bold questions. Why?
And it's so sad that you join a new bandwagon and to
Who
sing
are the
this.
new bad welcome? You don't see when I bring Ide here a question, Ide answer a question. She get in the hot seat. This is the hot seat.
Yeah, Prince,
This is the
Prince,
hot seat.
Prince Grandjiden right now want to know exactly
Nigeria also want to know why Gilmore
what,
to one of the members to a lawyer. You don't think that's an important thing for the Nigerian to know about, Mr. Gilmore? But anyway, you don't want to talk about it, so I'm not going to bring about it next time. But to me, I thought it's not a good idea, and you need to call your lawyer and tell your lawyer this is Grand Jide issue. This is our community. How we've been running our community. Gilmore put people family on social media before, so I now ready. And retracted or came to my knowledge, and I'm going to remove this thing and don't bring Michael V to you. Play it low. It had 300 I get a lawyer, say take that money there and then move on. You're gonna be the president. We will see you moving around with women around you. We would say, Gilmore get a Jew that Gilmore Jew will say, you carry the code. Man, me carry the code, and I go to Michigan. The fair can't arrest me here. You don't even get my address. This is the lawful area that I want to elect you, though, if you win. So we must come to the bottom of these things. Gilmore, you need to start moving with people who will want to be calling your phone so you can read the line when you're talking on the show here. This is the platform that Gilmore came on here, 2021, no, 22. Who started 22?
Yes.
22. Gilmore was this. They even accused me. The other lady said, you keep bringing that skinny little boy. You remember that story? Now Gilmore don't want to answer a question from the guy who asked him questions before. But that's good, Gilmore. That's okay. But you need to apologize to my platform here that you threatened to leave the show. You need to apologize.
Prince.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Prince, again, let me say again to Grandjidens, if I were from Nima County, you would see my pictures all over the place. And thanks to the Nimarian, the Danzama Foundation that just honored me and gave me an award in Philadelphia a few months ago for my contribution made to the county and the country. And the reason I said that is because, look, I'm not somebody who got control over the English language. I'm not. But I'm proud of my achievement and my accomplishment in this country. A 40 years old man who would never let any man control his time, would never work for nobody for the rest of my life, would never say yes to anybody and will retire in the next 2 years. I'm grateful for that. And and as the first Liberian from Grand Jude County to establish the Liberian voter education movement in Liberia, recognized by the Liberian government, recognized by the Election Commission, and someone that will be involved in this coming by-election in Nima County. If I can do it, we are in 11 different counties. We 150 some odd thousand Liberians. And if I were Nimadian or other from other different counties, I would be put out there. And when the election commission asked who behind this movement, when they said the gentleman is in United States, they were shocked. And they began to ask me how you did it. And I'm very proud um, to say this to Grangidians that one of our own, a 19-year-old boy by the name of Emmanuel Gay, because of the Liberian voter education movement, will be in this country in the coming months. Because of that, I don't know him from nowhere, but based on his involvement with going from county to county teaching about voter education movement, and they choose him to come here for study. If I can run that movement from here, 100 and some more thousand, with a budget of almost close to $1 million, that piss the Liberian government off. Why? UN, World Bank, the American embassy will want to do business with an outside company. That tell you right there, I can run Granger Association. And anybody can go on Facebook right now and Google Liberian Voter Education Movement. You will see it. You will see our rally in Grand County, a town hall meeting, a workshop in Grand County. Do you know how much it costs to put that group together before I begin to get help? The reason why you don't see me getting involved into Liberian politics again because of my role, my involvement in voter education movement in Liberia. So, Granjina, I know you have concern and say, look, the guy who can speak English, yes, you're right. You're 100% right. I can't speak English. The only thing you're wrong about that I would never, I'm a self-employed human being in this country. If I can do that, I can run one of the most difficult business for 15 years, real estate. I can run Graduate Association with the type of people that are around me. So I don't want us to look at the English language. Who can speak better English? The most powerful man right now in Africa from Burkina Faso, he can't speak English. The Ukrainian president cannot speak English. But what they do, they believe is the mindset, is the vision for the people. And Grandians, I can promise you, with the type of people that are around me, we will change this organization. If I can do it in my own personal life, as 40 years old, and proud to say, look, I will be retiring in 2 years. We can help this organization. And these are the kind of things we want to be talking about, how best we can give back to our community. And that's why most of the people that criticize me, they don't even know me. And most of the people that criticize me are people who even owe me, you know. So Prince, our people, our organization is too large. We're 50 years old. Granjina are the largest number of Liberians in this country. Granjina are the only group of people that can go to convention or gather together and raise more money than any other group of people. Granjina are some of the brilliant. But then ask yourself, between Timon Collins and Idipua, we raised over $700,000, and they can't get up. These are people who speak better English, but they can't get up a laptop. They couldn't get us an office space. We tried the PhD holder. We tried the doctor degree holder. We tried the master degree holder. We tried the 70 years old. We tried the 90 years old. We tried all these people. But today, look at the organization. Grangians, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Say you can do it. Don't just because your mind tell you say you cannot do it. Don't look down on yourself. Just get faith. We are in the greatest country on this planet. Believe in yourself and get a clear vision. You will make it. And I'm grateful to every single Grandians that supported this team and saying, Gilman, we know you can't speak better English, but you are successful. I say thank you. Because at the end of the day, we can promise you within 3 weeks, Grand Jide Association will have an office space. We can promise you that Grand Jide Association will have a farm in the 3 districts. We can promise you that Grand Jide Association will have a database that we will know how many of our brothers and sisters in this country are going through problems. So, Prince, this election is either going back to Timon Collins and eat the poor, or you want a new vision, a new day, and a new path for our organization. And this, if you want an organization where we don't have a laptop, but we got $60,000 sitting in the account, then vote for either poor. If you want an organization where right now you call your national president and say, I want to meet you, you don't have a place to meet her, then vote for either poor. But if you want change and say, look, I don't hate our national president, but you've been there for 6 years. You've been there, you and Mr. Collins. Y'all were the only people that receive pay. But look at our organization, 50 years old. You don't have to like me, but put your organization first.
Mr. Gilman, are you going to open an office space in Liberia?
The first office space will be open in Philadelphia.
But if you are elected 3 years, will you open office space in Liberia?
If the Grandians want it, we will do that.
If the Grandians want it, you open office space in Liberia. What part of Liberia? If they want it, they will tell you where they want it, then you do it.
Look, it depends.
Monrovia, Grand Jide, where?
That decision, that particular question will be put to them, and they will come up with a decision where would that office space be.
You talked about the agriculture.
Yeah.
We get 3 farms in each district. When Mr. Pine came on my show, Daniel Pine talking about going on feasibility study. You know, dispatch people to Liberia. They're going to go into 3 counties. You're going to use Grand money to dispatch these people?
We just need $30,000 to pay a white man, and nobody even making noise out of him. To pay white man for lawsuit. That
No, they're not use the white man. Speak something. A lawyer will be okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you. We just need $30,000 to give to a lawyer that will not even benefit nothing from. That $30,000, if our national president, it will go to the 3 districts. So that Grandian money that we just spent, and we're about to spend another 30.
I know that you're gonna go have farm. You're gonna send people to do feasibility study. These people, you're gonna feed them. You're gonna transport them. You're gonna use our money to buy the airfare, put them in hotel, rent car for them to do these things.
Okay, that's what I just said. So if you can spend $30,000 to get to a lawyer that you will not even see, there's no reason why, no benefit from that $30,000, but you worry about something that you will benefit from.
Who worry? I'm asking you a simple question.
Yeah,
who you going to send? Daniel Pine?
Look, Grand Jide will make that decision. Not me.
The board going to make that decision?
Yes.
The board will tell you who to send, or you're going to recommend?
Grand Jide will make that decision. Look,
you make Grand Jide, who are the Grand Jide and the board? Are you going to do all these things with the consent of the board? Or are you going to bypass the board and do these things?
While we are bypass the board, there's not enough for real. Grand Jide, yeah.
The Grand Jide will tell you, say, look, send this Prince double. So what they say you should send me, you send me?
Grand Jide will make that decision.
Suppose the Grand Jide say Gilman should send Prince. Will you send me?
So, I mean, sure. Yeah. But look, being a president, that don't mean that I should make all the decisions. I will explain to them why it's necessary to do this and to do that.
Okay, Gilman, we're here now about hour 20. So you want me to open the line so people can call in?
Sure.
Okay, for you guys viewing the show, you can call this number here. Let me see here. Call the number, and why that you can send cash app also. Mr. Gilman, you need to send your cash app to this number here, 952-200-8420. We need to upgrade these things. We'll order the first batch of those equipment to come, but we still need your help and send your running and all that thing. Y'all can be there. You ain't man, either point actually be the first people to send. Or either send our own the last time. So the number there 952-200-8420.
She sent how much? How much she sent?
Those things cannot be disclosed now, Mr. You won't win the president.
Man, I'll win the president.
Yeah,
I'll win.
you know,
No,
president, the people will win
that'll
you.
be their respect. That'll be their respect to the national president. I can win her.
Yeah.
When she send 40, then I can send 30.
Yeah, so Mr. Gilman,
Yeah.
Mr. Jeru.
Yes.
Yeah, you got one question, please ask Mr. Gilman.
No, I got comment. I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead, make your comment, sir.
I sent you 3 documents, 3 different posts from Mr. Gilman accusing Mr. Timor Collins of stealing money, accusing Mr. Ellis Yada of stealing money. And all of these things are defamation of character.
1 minute, Mr. Jeru.
In the 2 individuals, those 3 articles, I sent them to you. I don't know how is this different when he was not sued by Mr. Tillman or even taken to a lawyer by Mr. Tillman Collins or taken to a lawyer or issue a cease and desist by Mr. Ellis Yala. How does he think it is right for him to take another Nigerian to a lawyer with a cease and desist after he accused other leaders of stealing money, embezzling money? So you see, this is the hypocrisy that we are talking about. When somebody is a hypocrite, they eat with their right hand and throw the bones with their left hand. That's the problem we have in our community. You take a sister to a lawyer to cease and desist and give her 10 days, or else you will take her to a lawsuit. When they ask you, your skin is so thin, you can't even answer the question. But yesterday, you were accusing Ellis Yara of stealing. Yesterday, you were accusing Temo Collins of stealing without providing evidence. But they didn't sue you. They didn't take you to a lawyer. They did not put a cease and desist on you.
Okay, Mr.
So these are the hypocrisies. I wanted to come on, but then I'm too busy here. But I will not come home. But that's the problem we have in our community. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go now to Steve Guion.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the time. I got 2 questions.
Ask one question. I beg you. Go ahead. Be audible, please.
All right. Yeah. So my first question is, you're gonna have the office space in Philadelphia, but the whole administration is based in different states. Like your vice president is in North Dakota, secretary is in Minnesota, Archie is in South Dakota, and you are in Michigan. Who's gonna run the office space in Philadelphia that you're gonna open? The second question is, since you've been in that as a president, you're claiming that you're gonna change everything around with immigration issues, or you're gonna help kids go to school. Since you became president for Michigan, how many kids have you helped to go to college? That's my question. Thank you.
You heard a question from the brother?
Yeah, let me tell him thank you very
I
much.
have your office space in Philadelphia. Let me speak. Maybe people think, but you have how do you call it? You have your officials, or you're living in different states. How you gonna do that?
Thank you. And something that we're gonna do when we take over is to make sure that the members of Grand Jury Association understand the Constitution, and we're gonna put a lot of and we're gonna spend a lot on that, because if we don't do that, you will have these type of questions and this type of concern, because if you don't know the Constitution, you will ask these questions. And I don't think my brother is wrong for asking that question, because he don't know the Constitution. The Constitution gave the chapter It kind of tie the chapter hand that you cannot spend or you cannot have more than $10,000 in your account. So that right there tell you a lot. But the office space again will be in Philadelphia. Is the national headquarters according to the Constitution again.
Who's going to manage it? All
Okay, thank
your
you.
secretaries in Minnesota,
Thank you. Let me
vice
answer you.
president in North Dakota, the other
Yeah,
one in South Dakota, and you
yeah.
are in Michigan. Who's gonna run it?
The chapter president in Philadelphia will manage that. That would be a gift for that chapter because while the chapter president is there, he or she will be able to go to the office when we have a call or have a problem. Like right now, when you want to meet your senator, when you call into what they will tell you, they will put you on the schedule and you come and see them. Or they will tell you, say, you know what, we're hosting a town hall meeting, so time, everybody come there and your concern or your question will be addressed. So, if we live in a civilized country, we accepting these laws and these rules. But then when it comes to us, we are like, it don't exist. So if we can do it yet, that's the same way we're going to do. So all these calls, there will be a committee called grievance committee. So now, every concern you have, every question and thing, the grievance committee will take your number, take your name and say, look, the national president will be in Philadelphia on so time. If you can make it, come there. If you can, we'll address your issue when he get to Philadelphia. When I get to Philadelphia, your name, if you there, if you can make it there, there'll be time for you to meet with us and we will address your issue. If you cannot make it there, when we get to Philadelphia, we'll call you and we'll listen to you and address your issue at the same time. But the chapter president will be the one to,
Who run it?
yeah.
Okay, let's go now. Okay, the phone can only take 2 calls at a time. So Martin, I'll call you back. So hang up. You
I
got
will
2
take
people on the line.
I will take 2 more questions, please.
You're not coming to have a conversation with the brand. You want to leave?
I got a meeting. I got
What
another
meeting?
meeting.
You knew about this thing, man. Don't come here and can't tell me I will take 2 calls. I will do that. No, we criticize either once you're going to have 2-hour meeting. We say you don't meet your people. You come here and meet your people for it one time. You want go ahead, Mr. Dion. Go ahead.
So how you doing, friends? This is Quiggy Zati Eric Dion calling you from our past comfortable living room in Baltimore.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
The call recording from way too zone. We're doing okay.
Yes. So I don't have a question. I just wanted to point a few things out to my brother Gilman. David Gilman is a friend and brother. And I just want to tell him tonight that I think he needs to take a time out again to come back on the show to speak to the Grenadians. If you want to speak to the Grenadians the way he's doing tonight, he should just do a podcast where he will give a speech and tell Grenadians what he's going to be doing. But when you come on talk shows like this, you want people to ask you questions. You don't manage what Prince is going to ask you. You came here tonight. You refused a lot of topics. First thing you refused was the Michael V thing. You refused to talk about it because you at that point your skin was too thin for it. The second thing you did was you brought all the immigration thing. In order for you to bring us something, my brother, you need to have some information about it. They say, have you make attempt? Have you called anybody? You say, oh no, I didn't know this person. Why are you bringing it up? So everything can't just be about Edith here and there, and Edith, President Edith did this and did that. It's about what you can tell the Grenadians now, how the Grenadians can be able to trust you with the highest seat that one can occupy in the diaspora Grenadian. That's one thing. And second thing is, with all due respect, my brother, I think your whole interview tonight gave me a Donald Trump vibe because you just all you're doing is pretty much about what, like, I'm a self-employed. I got business here. I got jobs.
The man got to tell you about his business now. You got to tell you what he have achieved now. But anyway, he will speak to it. I think he's taking notes. He will speak to that. Thank you very much, Mr. Dion.
Okay.
Let's go to Wallace.
Can I land real quick? Come on,
Yeah. Okay. Use 20 seconds to land. 20 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so you got to tell the Grenadian what you're going to do and what's going to happen. Now, we the Grenadian, now we are afraid that tomorrow when I make fun of Mr. Gilman, I might end up in court. So you got to address that before you leave. Thank you, Prince. I go back in my home.
Go to Wallace. Let's go to Wallace, Quebec. And Quebec, Wallace, go ahead. You said 1 minute.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Prince, and I appreciate you a whole lot. Mr. Gilman, how are you? My name is Paul Wallace Keba, former national president of the Putu Association in America. And my question to you here is that, number one, you talk about bringing 30,000 grandchildren to America. How are you going to bring them? Where do you have the funds from to bring these grandchildren? In your own capacity, as you saying, you are a private citizen, you got money, you got business. How many grandchildren are you have to come to America?
Okay, thank you. Gilman will speak to that. Gilman will speak to that question. Thank you. I told Mr. to stop calling. I will call you guys. They think I only take 2 calls. So when you're calling, you jam the line.
Okay, and Prince, 2 more questions, please.
So yeah, let's go to Orito Tape. Then from there we go to Joseph Hammer. Orito Tape, go ahead. Martin, you need to stop calling. I said I will call you. Yeah, man. Orito, go ahead. Orito, are you there?
This is now Orito Tape. This is Orito Topa.
Okay, sorry, Orito. But I think Orito. Okay, sorry, Topa.
Yeah. Thank you, Prince. I want to say tonight to all Grenadians that are listening, thank you for coming here. And to Mr. Gilman, when Gilman came to us, we all was happy, to take him as the next president. But right now, Grenadians are fearing. They are fearing in a sense that from the day they heard about the court issue, people have been fearing because we all know the community have been having a lot of issues. So when you talk to Grenadians about convention, about election, they will say, oh, these people not serious. They destroy the organization. In fact, they're eating our money, all kinds of things. So now when we talk to people and say, hey, about Gilman, they will say, oh, you know why? We're not going because the thing we've been saying is the same thing as static. So Gilman need to do something to take that case from court. Because as a president, you don't allow everything to irritate you. If you want to be a president, you cannot allow everything to irritate you. I can give an example of Fred. People drag Fred on Facebook. Yeah. People cause Fred. People do things disgracing. But still, Fred come around the Grenadian. He always there. He always there. He did not take women to court. He did not sue any woman. Fred did not insult any woman. He accept everything. Even today, Grenadian are saying when Fred want to come back, they will carry him because of the patient that he had, the insult that he take. But you not even become president yet. You start suing women. So it all in the community. I don't know how he's going to do that.
Yeah, he's going to fix
it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Go to Joseph Hammer.
Okay, no. Before, let me address that question, Prince. Okay, so
you have to with the call.
No. Hold on. Is she still on?
She left.
Yes.
Okay. So let me say this to so even the host Prince Double, to my sister who just spoke, there's not a case in court with Michael V. And I just want all Grenadians, women more especially, to understand that. So where you're taking it from, I don't know, but there's nobody, Prince said it, that I did not sue McAfee. So McAfee and either poor team were wrong with it, that's fine. They think that you guys are stupid and they are playing on your emotion. So if McAfee tell you guys that, look, or either Paul say, look, Octavia sue me, tell Michael V provide what your code did. So they're playing on your emotion right now. They're thinking that you guys are stupid. So I want you to understand that. So go back to Michael V say, look, if you think Octavia sue me or sue you, show me that paper or show me your code date. You will not get it. So I want you guys to know. Print double, he said it. So that's the lies. That's the talking point. They will feed to you guys. So you'll get it plain and simple. Thank you.
Go ahead, Mr. Hammer.
How are you, Mr. President, Mr. Gilman?
How you doing?
Good. I like your dress code, man.
Can you ask your question? We got the other people won't call now.
I know. I'm gonna ask my question.
Yeah.
My man, don't rush your old man off.
Yeah, because people calling. The man got to go like 2 hours.
I don't even care. Now my president on the line, so I gotta ask him how he's doing good.
Okay.
What he's doing is good. Okay. I like your dress code, Mr. President. Mr. President, I had two questions for you. Do you believe that change does not come from the top, it's come from the bottom?
Ask your second question.
My second question. Do you do your research that Mr. Gilman and Edith Ford turned over $81,000 to Fred Goyen in Arizona, the first higher account that Grand Jury ever raised? $81,000 to Fred Goyen. Do you do your research that even Mr. Fred Goyen took and he put into a secret account? Do you follow that?
Okay, the man will answer your question. I thought that were two questions.
My last question, Mr. Gilman. You have been presiding over a Michigan chapter for series of time. Have you ever asked the people of Michigan chapter that they have immigration issue or they have a life insurance issue during your when you are presiding as an officer? Do you ever ask these questions to your people?
Okay. He will answer it. Yeah, go back on Facebook. He will speak to them.
Okay, Prince. That's it. So let me. So the question.
You got people who call and make calls here.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
You want me to call these people?
Okay, how many more questions?
I can call them and then
how many? No, Prince. Are we going to be here for what?
We can be here if the call for you to talk to your people that long. You're not even 2 hours here. You want to
Prince,
for me?
Prince, we came here at 8 o'clock.
I got Orito tap it here on the line. You want me to call her off?
Prince, go ahead.
Orito, go ahead.
Good evening to all the Nigerians that are listening to me. Please do not call me up because you're going to cut me off. I don't let it come.
You got 1 minute. When the 1 minute finish, then you're not doing 5 minutes. Then you want a social show with me. You're president for a chapter. You call me, say, I want extra show. I'll bring you on. But you always coming on people's show. Then you won't spend telling me.
let me talk. I'm taking my time. Let me talk. Prince.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, Nigerians. I want to say thank you. I don't have questions for my president. I got something to say to the Nigerians that are listening. You're all here, the president, when he just said about the code thing. It's a campaign time, my people. Anybody can make their story to run with it. So please get that one. And secondly, Grand Nigeria is 49 years old today. You're talking about education. All the leaders that have been leading their education people. So now, that will bring it on non-education people in, so we'll see the difference. Please, Nigerians, I'm speaking to you. I'm a chapter president from North Dakota. I got some of my members here, they just spoke. But some of them don't even attend meeting in North Dakota chapter. All right? They don't do nothing for Nigeria. They don't even check on their own family. They don't know how to live there. So you can't come and start questioning the man because you're running for national president. Then you come online and say you want to question him. No. The last man I just spoke in Michigan, he just became president, I think 2 years ago. He been doing well. This man was not even thinking about Grand Jury president. He been pumped to drink good clean water in Grand Jury County.
The reason why I say she knew your own show.
Who has ever done something in Grand Jury besides Mr. Jubose and Mr. Menye that send generator to Grand Judea. Who the president that will not get chair that someone calling them that get the money? Who will not get chair to say I'm basing Grand Judea? My people, you don't open our eyes, please. You don't open our eyes, start asking unnecessary questions. You see your child want to do something good, push the child. Don't make the child weak. Push the child, let a dream come true. Nigerians, you don't push them so a dream will come true. That will lead a relative, their best friend. I know the person because I know you. That will lead you all know the truth yet. But just beating around the bush. You know the truth. You know that he did not do nothing. For the past 7 years, he been president. 4 years, vice president on a several colleague. Come on now. You're seeing the truth. So you're just beating around the bush. Some of y'all said, if they don't pay your money, you don't want to pay money about that issue. Some of y'all got personal issue with Gilman because you want to pay the money. You don't want to pay your life. Who money they've been working for yourself? If they want to teach you how to, I can teach you how to preach it. But I can cash pay for you all the time. And you don't want to learn Nigerians. Your farmer are begging your mouth. Last topic, y'all vote for King Gilman flu. Y'all vote for King Abueno. The best thing that will move Nigeria forward. Thank you.
Mr. Michael Cooler, go ahead.
Thank you today. You not call me up.
Okay, man. Mr. Cooler, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I don't have a question. I just want to make some clarification. This is one of the reasons some of us been just quiet in the community because we should give flowers to those that flower belongs to. Because the Grand Judea Association in the Americas is a not-for-profit organization that no one is getting paid. Most of the time, our leaders, our community leaders, local chapters, and national leaders, nobody getting paid. People leave their jobs. People leave their personal obligation to go do things for this organization. And just listening to people come here and making false allegations, false criticism and stuff, it's not right. Even though this is campaign time, but we should remember that at the end of the day, we are all Grand Judea.
Who made false allegation here?
Okay. The very first thing for my memory serves me right. First of all, the speaker who just left on the phone, Rita, my own sister, you heard what she said.
No, but you see, Mr. Cooler, I'm not cutting you. The thing here is a question to Mr. Gilman, not what other people say.
Listen to me. If you want me to say something, give me my time. I don't want you to be.
We are doing a show. I have to tell you, you can't because if you're not coming to call, if you're not going to call, you're not going to call. She said something. Say, speak. You got a question for Gilman? Say, ask a question.
But you asked me a question. Listen to me now. You asked me a question. Who made false allegation?
I thought it was Gilman who made a false allegation. I didn't know.
Listen to me. You asked me a question, and I just answered the question because you heard it. He set up that when Mr. Gilman was speaking also. When Mr. Gilman was speaking also, he talked about the calling for administration, raising money and using the money unnecessarily and not making a contribution towards Grand Judea or the people of Grand Judea County. But there are lists of things because during the calling for administration, the reason why I decided to speak out is this. During the calling for administration, I served on the National Board of Directors as co-chairman for 6 years. During the polling call administration, the National Grand Judea Association contributed financially to the release of our brothers in prison. We hire lawyers to represent our brothers. The National Grand Judea Association during the polling call administration was able to build teacher quarters within the two districts within Grand Judea County. The record is there to show. During the political administration, the National Grand Judea Association was able to contribute to the Martha Tome Memorial Hospital.
Prince time.
The roofing of the Martha Tome Memorial Hospital, which cost almost $30,000. So those are some of the things we do. When people serve in this community, when they leave, we should also remember that tomorrow we will come one day to serve in the same capacity. So we should not look at election and just criticize when we do not have evidence on things that we sin. Because I see that those things that we do keep us apart, make people to stay away from this organization. And this is
this is the last question, man. You gotta go. You can't be here. Yeah.
Man, Gilman, why will you keep pushing you don't want grandchildren to say that they say or have their say?
How many questions?
Prince,
conclude, Mike. Conclude.
Yeah, because I think Mr. Gilman is interrupting me. To come to conclusion, when Mr. Gilman goes down, those are watching the show tonight. Someone said, Mr. Hammer said that the Either Paul administration contributed $80,000. But when Mr. Gilman goes down, you will see his own brother, Michael Gilman. His own brother, Michael Gilman, said it was $72,000 that was turned over to the Fred Grant administration in Arizona.
Okay, Mr.
So those information that we as an organization, from where the organization came from, they break down the organization a few years ago.
Mr. Kudo, that's that time now. Let all
Prince, we gotta go, man.
How many times you will conclude, bro? Let 20 seconds. Go ahead.
Oh, you keep on interrupting me.
Because we got time. People calling for 2 minutes. You've gone almost 3 minutes, Mr. Kudo. Go ahead.
I listen to other people who talk, you get a chance to talk until they land it.
Prince, you can't be here, man.
So as I was saying, this organization came from a lot of profit. You guys that want to take all leadership, I'm begging you. After the election, will still be Granjina. Let us focus on what we can do better for our community, our country, and our people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Prince. Okay, now let me answer this question, and that's it. And then we can go. The brother said he said the teacher called him. Grandchildren, can Idipua, our national president, can her tell you, grandchildren tonight? Can Idipua tell grandchildren tonight where can we locate a teacher quorum right now? The campaign team will pay for that person that will leave from Grant to find that teacher quorum and send up pictures. Can Idipua do that tonight? The answer is no. So you see, look, this
you got Martin Dewey here. You want him to use your 1 minute?
That's the last quarter. Go ahead.
Martin, go ahead.
Okay. I want to say good evening to all Nigerians online tonight. This is Martin Dewey at the same time representing Kuluka people.
Martin, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. I really appreciate your answering my call. I've been calling for the past.
Can you go to the point, Mr. Dewey, please? Yeah, ask the man.
Mr. Gilman, according to your platform that you have, you said that you are here to have immigration status to be able to help the Liberians in the diaspora here. Why the time your brother, your uncle, were in jail, you did not rescue him and he been deported? And it's now that you want to be able to rescue people?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We're not taking no calls.
So Prince,
yeah.
I will say this to all Granjidans, because when you listen to their questions, their concern, a lot of what they said was concern or statement. Look, and I'm not even gonna go there because these are people who we already know, where they are. When it comes to my chapter, we are doing great, like other chapter. So because of time.
Wife is here. Let's speak. They were more. I've never spoken on issue before.
Okay, then I'll just go and do my closing. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me bring her on now. Madam Juruka, go ahead.
Thank you, Prince. I just want to ask Mr. Gilman a question. I know that he's in a hurry to go, but he said he never sued McAfee, and I really want to know because everybody heard that he sued McAfee. So the letter that McAfee received, what it was for?
Prince, can you answer that question, please, for her before she said that?
Well, explain it to the lady.
Okay, thank you. No, okay. Thank you, sis, for that particular question. Because of you, I will answer that question. So, the letter, and please, I want you to please ask McAfee to send you that letter. Prince can send it to you. The letter said from the code, from the lawyer. The letter said, McAfee, stop telling or saying that Octavius Gilman and Josephine is having an affair. That's all. They told her to stop. So, my sister, if McAfee, she is listening right now. So you can come back here right now. Ask McAfee, say, McAfee, what's your code date? She don't have it. Ask Idepoa, what's your code date? They are playing on your emotion. They think you guys are stupid because they are losing the election. That all the letter said. They said, do not do this again. That's all. That's all, my sister.
They didn't give her 10 days to retry her.
Prince, the lady asked a specific question. They asked you, McAfee, Prince. You yourself asked the question. You said no so many times here. The lady asked a specific question. They asked you, McAfee. The answer is no.
But did you go to a court?
Prince,
Did you go to a lawyer?
Prince. So, sis.
Let's start calling, man. I said that only the
So,
line is
I think
finished.
you're still listening, but that's exactly what happened. So, if either Poa or anybody says you, McAfee, ask McAfee, do you have a code date? So, McAfee, if you don't have a code date, then
I'm trying to pull the letter or to read the letter.
Thank you. So there's no suing here. Thank you.
We need to read that letter to see. You know, we really need to see that letter because all we heard is that you took McAfee to court and there's no letter. So
okay, then that's it.
As a grandchildren, as a you know, if you want to be a president, you don't have to be suing your people, and you know we're doing this for the sake of peace and unity. So you want to be a president, and I know you stayed at my house before when you came to Iowa, and I know you're a friendly person, even though I don't support you for now, but it will not be good. You might win or you might not win, but it will not be good when you send people to court, you know, it will make people to be afraid of you. So we really want to read our letter to see.
Okay, Prince. Okay, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
If you were my wife and McAfee said that I'm loving to Josephine, how will you feel?
I know that it's our culture. That's
no. I'm just asking you, sis. I'm just asking you.
If somebody said that, let's just use me and not if it is if somebody said I'm loving to Prince Dover.
No, sis. You are my wife. McAfee said I'm loving to you. I'm sleeping with somebody else. What will you say?
I will say no. I'm not loving to him.
No. You, my wife, and McAfee, and you heard that tape that McAfee said, I'm going out with Josephine. What would you say?
I will say that grandchildren talks because Josephine wants Josephine, Josephine accused my husband before. During the time they left Gwen crisis here when people were saying a lot of things.
That grandchildren talk.
And then she said that my husband challenged and she got messages in your inbox that when she pulled it outside, it will not be easy. You know, and when she said, Kim was there, I said, "Man, let me see that message what you got from my husband." And we all laughed about it.
You wanted to see the message?
And we all laughed.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, I know you call her in the corner and you say you want to see the message.
Yeah. Yeah, Prince. Prince, go ahead. Prince.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. But Mr. Spencer Carr, you tell him and talk to the expiring. Talk to the expiring, Mr. Carr.
Thank you very much, Mr.
30 seconds.
I appreciate your interview tonight with Mr. Gilman. But what I want to say tonight to the graduates, to all political aspirants,
if I'm heard, let us start going personal. Let us start going personal. Am I heard, Prince? You are loud and clear. Go ahead. You got 20 more seconds. Let us start going personal as Nigerians. Okay? In politics, let's go straight to the head of politics. You cannot go personal to me. That's something I know of. To say, well, if somebody go and say, well, Michael V have done this, or Gilman have done this, that alone is bringing personal interest into the organization. Let us make example as the other do. They are counted first. We're not accepting call. Why the people can hear that? They keep calling. Go ahead, bro. At this time, Nigerians try to move forward. We need a true fact. We're tired. We're tired of contributing our money. We're tired not seeing something that was already saying whatsoever. Okay. People got platform. Thank you. So I just want to say thank you very much for permitting me to speak. But let us start going personal. Okay. And let's think what can move Nigerian forward. Thank you, Mr. All right, thank you. We're not accepting any call. If you call, I will reject your call, please. But let me read a letter from your lawyer before we go. The letter was written by I know the Patton Law PLC, and it was written February 27. February 27. They say or the email went to Michael V. Clark Romeo. The poor email is just immediate cease and desist defamation statements. And then they accuse they say, please be advised that this law firm represents Otavio Gilman, and we have been made aware. We have been made aware of your ongoing and deliberate dissemination of false defamatory statements concerning our client, specifically false allegation of extramarital affairs. Your statements are false, legally defamatory, and have caused significant damage to our client's personal and professional reputation. Your conduct constitutes defamation per CE On Michigan law /MCL 600-2911. Then they say the legal consequences of defamation. They gave it here, but then they say here, demand to cease and desist. This letter serves as a formal and final notice. Immediately cease all defamatory statements regarding our client. Then here they say notice and intend to pursue action, legal action against Michael V. They say here, should you fail to comply, let me see what it says she should do. They say she should immediately desist. She should immediately desist from making statement against their client. Issue a full and public retraction in the same manner and medium in which you made these false allegations. Refrain from any stop calling my phone. I said the line closed. What's that? You can hear. You disrupting the thing. The time when we have the line open, you're not called. The time go finishing the hell calling. We're not doing that. We're not doing that yet. But I said to her, I gotta go. So they're telling her now to refrain from any further disproportionate communication, whether verbal, written, digital, or otherwise. Then they say the legal notice and intend to pursue action. They say, should you fail to comply with these demands within 10 days of receiving this letter, we will pursue all available legal remedies against you with further notice, including but not limited to civil lawsuit for defamation, seeking economic and non-economic damages, such as well as exemplary damages. The court ordered injunction prohibiting further defamatory statements, discovery attorney fees or court fees associated with legal proceeding. So it gave her 10 days to use the same medium, either Facebook or wherever she used these things.
Is that a
Can't
lawsuit?
get expired. It
Is
is
that
not
a
a
lawsuit?
it is a cease and desist because it says cease and
I
desist.
just asking
But
you, is this a lawsuit?
it is not a lawsuit. It is a
Thank you.
cease and desist. It
Okay.
says here. Let me bring it out here.
No,
so
no, no.
people-
I'm just asking you, is that a lawsuit? Prince.
It is not a lawsuit, Mr. Gilman. I just told you. It's telling
Okay,
the
no,
woman to
thank
what? To cease and desist. And
Okay.
in the at the bottom, it gave us
Can you
10
please,
days.
can you, what are they, if you say cease and desist, what that mean? Can you please break it down for me, please?
They're telling you all to say immediate cease and desist.
What, yeah, leader.
She defaming you.
Okay, so
Making
what the meaning
statements
was
against.
cease and desist? What the meaning? What
They
are
say,
what,
they say, I think stop doing it and don't do it again, or whatever. Seize
Thank you.
it
Okay.
now, stop doing it and don't do it again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's fine. So, Grandchildren, you heard that, not from me, from Prince
Well,
Double.
how about the 10 days here?
Okay, so you read. So, Prince, let me give my parting statement. And
You're not talking to you're not speaking about the 10 days.
Prince, let me give my parting statement.
They get a
Thank
110
God.
day to go on
Grandchildren,
Facebook to go
heard
tell
from
the
you.
people.
Grandchildren heard from you, and I want to say thank you very, very much. And thanks to all grandchildren that watch the show and that will watch the show and in the coming days. And I want to say this. Those who criticize me or criticizing me or will criticize me, now people who, it because of one thing. It because either they got a problem with my brother, Michael Gilman, or they got a problem with my uncle, Kwame Weeks, and they took money from me, and I say, give me my money, I become an enemy. Example, the reason why I about to name this individual, because why all the other one never. Anthony Gay. You will see Anthony Gay, who and I were very cool. Very cool. I look at Anthony Gay as a brother. Anthony Gay, the only thing I did wrong to this man that crucifying me on social media, saying all type of things, was to loan Anthony Gay money and ask him for my money and say, please pay me. And he refused. I become an enemy. So, grandchildren, I want you to know there are a lot of them out there that the only crime, not one grandchildren, will tell you, and Anthony is watching. I got every single document, but my money put me in that position. Now I become an enemy to Anthony Gay for my own money, and there are thousands of
enemy. The man, if you're not voting for you, then they are enemy.
No, he's not. No, he got it right. But here's the man.
Why you say the man? Why are you saying he?
I'm just using him as an example because why? He took money from me, my own money that I work for, and loaned it to him, and said, "Pay me." But he said, "I will pay you back." And now he cannot pay me. Anthony Gay is going on social media and saying all type of things about me. But that's the kind of enemy I got in this community. I never go about doing anything wrong. So, grandchildren, I want you to know that a lot of them, what I will say to you tonight is you don't have to vote for me. You don't have to support me. But remember that this organization is 50 years old. Our national president said for 6 years, she raised more money with Mr. Collins than any other administration in this organization history. This organization, 50 years old, no office space. 50 years old, with more than $60,000 or $50,000 in the account, we don't have a 15 laptop. This election is not about me. This organization, 50 years old, that we don't even know how many grandchildren in this country, 50 years old. This organization cannot even bury one of the members, but Moses P. Harry can do that. A 50 years old organization cannot do it, but Moses P. Harris can do that. It's not about me. It's about the dignity of this organization. It's about the reason why this organization was funded. That's the reason why I'm running. It's about how we can create a database to know how many grandchildren in this country and to reach out to them. I'm running for the next president of this organization, how we can help the 3 districts. It don't make no sense that we have more than $60,000 in our account and the 3 districts are struggling. It's not about me. If I lose the election today, it saves me more money. If I win, it changed the face of our organization from doing the same old thing for 50 years and put us on the path like other organizations with young leaders. Why are we going back? Grandchildren, it's not about me. It's about how we can help our young people that getting out of high school and create an opportunity for them. Some of you, your kids will be coming out of high school. You thinking the only option you got, all you're thinking about is student loan. We said no. There are money out here that you are entitled to. There are free money out here. Your children can get that money free. It's not about me. That our brothers, our sisters are thinking about immigration problem right now. These are the things that I want to go to bed thinking about. It's not about me. Our mom are in Africa. Our daughters, our sons, our parents, our loved ones. We want to send for them. And these are the kind.
Well, Gilman went off. When he come back on, we're gonna bring him on when he come back on, so he can conclude. Then, after he leave, then I'm gonna make 1 or 2 comments. Then I think he's gonna come back on. But I think that Michael V thing got a big blow on the brother. Those who are watching with the brother on the camp need to come up with some kind of a correct, clean justification. I think he needs help. He needs a lot of people to be with him. He can't intimidate. That's a threat to Michael V, who's a co-chair campaign chair. That's a threat. That's a direct threat, threatening, intimidating her to not campaign. There was things that was said about Michael V, and Michael V, as a woman, she has to defend herself. And she did not send that particular message to Gilman. She sent it to Josephine Slew. Josephine Slew shared that information with Gilman. So I don't know how he was even going to win that case, because the lady did not made it threat to him. I sent it to a third party. Josephine will have to fly into the court area. Margot V will fly there. Gilman will be there, and they got to go there. And then Margot V Josephine had to show her phone and show the message and all that stuff. But let us give Gilman a chance that he conclude. Then from there, then we're going to analyze the debate. Then maybe we're going to schedule. I'm trying to bring on Jeremiah Shaw tomorrow. So we'll conclude and we're going to see.
So Prince, sorry for that. So grandchildren, I want to say this election is about us changing the face of our organization, moving forward or going backward. And I believe we can do this together. This election is very simple. If you want an organization with no office space, 50 years old organization, Idipua is your president. If you want an organization where you will have problem in this community and it will not be addressed, but you're paying your money to go to convention, Idipua is your president. If you want an organization where we have only one way to raise money, coin content and convention, Idipua is your president. If you want an organization where thousands of your dollars have been raised and you don't even know where is it, then Idipua is your president. Today, 50 years old organization. The only thing we can show is the statue. Thank God for our former president, James Ubote. A 50 years old organization. And Idipua been there for 6 good years. Right now, you cannot, if you ask her, what your accomplishment for the 6 years, she will tell you, we create a West of chat room. Show me your accomplishment. She will tell you, I create a cash app. Grandchildren, this election is not about me. It's about your children, our suffering people back home. How can we help them? How can we help them? Other community are doing better with young, smart people, and we keep bringing our own down. Some people find pleasure when this community is divided, but we refuse to accept that. Even those that will not vote for me, I love you. Even those who are insulting me out there, I love you. But I want you to understand, they don't look at you from Bazon District. They don't look at you from Kunambo District. They don't look at me from Chen District. They look at every one of us as Grandians. We are the one that fooling ourselves, lying to ourselves, and dividing ourselves. So we begin to attach district to different people. And when we take over, we will not look at you as from Bazon District or Kunambo District or Chen District. We'll look at you as Grandian. That's why we will invest all our resources in the 3 district to make sure these people have the necessary resources to undertake every single project in 10 district, Kunambo District, and Bazon District. I want to say thank you to Mr. Double, and I pray that God bless our national president, regardless of our differences. We are all one people, and God bless the entire community and our brothers and sisters back home. Even those who don't vote for me, God bless you. I love you. Good night.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, my man, you ain't wait for me to tell you thank you. You call the thing. The Gilman guy. The Gilman guy. I want send a little Michael Gilman, Gibson, Jeru that they come here and me see. And KZ Emmanuel Paul. If you want to analyze this thing and we can analyze it for the next 10 minutes to 20 minutes, then we're going to leave. But to me, I was disappointed when the brother refused to answer the question about taking another grandchildren to the court and asking Mr. Gilmore and Mr. Michael Gilmore and Mr. Gibson Jeru. KZ Emmanuel Paul, these are brilliant grandchildren. I want them to come on here tonight for us to, analyze this interview. They do these things after the some experience speak, then they analyze it. We the whole day she asking for them my one number. She didn't get down to be giving her the number. I gave you the number, Prince send a number. I gave you the number, Prince send a number. I'm like, what are you coming to do here now? And I won't send the link to you. I send a link to people. I sending you the link. Live, I got Mr. Michael Gilman live, and I got KZ Emmanuel Paul live. We're just going to spend 10 minutes here, gentlemen, and just analyze the debate. But before we do that, let me give it to my man Otavio Gilman tonight. I want Gibson Jeru to listen to the music. I want Gibson Jeru to listen to this music. This is a powerful music from the land. can take a minute to it.
Munya, 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 munya. Ameno munya.
Marco Gilman. Wow, Marco Gilman. Man, young boy. Gentlemen, we got 2 minutes to speak. You know, just summarize what you got. Then we're going to close the show here. So let me start with KZ. Let's start with KZ.
Yeah, please. You know, for me, I'm not very active in the Nigeria politics.
KZ, 1 minute. Gibson, nothing playing behind you. Please mute it. Go ahead,
So
KZ.
nothing.
Now you that.
Go ahead. Yeah. I said for me, I'm not being very active with the entire Nigeria politics.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I'm one person who is still undecided. You know, I'm undecided voters. So I'll make decisions based on the people platform, based on their intellectualism and all those things. So tonight I think I chose to follow a little bit, even though I came late. But I've got a few things for my brother. The first thing is that Prince, I'm not stranger to politics. I took part in national election. I contested as a candidate. Though I didn't win, but made a significant impact. I served as student leader for Grenada University student at the University of Nigeria. And there are some key things you got to look at, especially when you're a leader, you want to be a leader. You must have a thick skin, very thick skin. And Gilman has not demonstrated that. That is, to even make a claim, or even to go to lawyer, for lawyer to issue threat, and to ask the other party to retract the statement, you know, in giving the person 10 days. For me, it's already a lawsuit. That's how I see it. It's my opinion. Because the first thing is that, who knows, if the person go back on Facebook or any other social media to retract, it will be evidence of admission to the person. And then it's possible that it can lead the person to lawsuit, and the person can be, victim to that lawsuit. So the first thing I want to advise the person is not to go on Facebook, not to retract the statement. So the person, Gilman might be able to create a text scheme. A brother, the national election will follow, even the Trump and the Kamala Harris election will follow here. People attack people personally. Like, if you go there today, they will tell you, say, how you were born, how job we have now, like this and that. These are personal things they will discuss. But it does not mean that the leaders should be able to follow those things and take people to court or even threaten or legal action against the person. So Gilman Air, and I think if he really want to be a president of the Association, he needs to apologize for that decision. It's wrong.
Okay.
He doesn't create a situation to have a thick skin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is that he could not answer questions. There were a lot of questions posed to him. And for me, I believe in realistic answers. I don't believe in no flag coin politics. No. Politics to beat around the bush, to create a kind of chicanery and all those stuff. So I don't believe in those things. I don't believe in chicanery. So the guy did not really answer questions, the realistic questions. There were questions posed to him. And that would even tell us a leadership position to lead the Grand Association for the next 2 years. I don't know. I mean, maybe the other years, I don't really know. But I mean, I didn't see him answering those questions. So another time we had the opportunity to go back on the radio, let him try by all means to answer people's questions so that I can give her the broad idea to know, his capacity or intellectualism.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Solo, my Solo says that KZ. Yeah, that's KZ, Emmanuel Paul that was speaking, Mr. Solo. Let's go to Mr. Gilman, Michael Gilman. He's on the phone.
Yeah, Prince, good evening to you. Good evening to your viewers, Grenadians, Liberians that are following the conversation here tonight. I'd like to extend my thanks and appreciation to my young brother, the next president for Grenadian Association in the Americas Incorporated, Octavius B. Gilman. the young man demonstrated here tonight. A lot of you will say that he didn't perform to your expectations. But if you came on here tonight with an opinionated mindset about him, nothing he said will change your mindset. Your mind has been made up. Okay? So you are not listening to him. You are not listening to the logic, to his platform he tried to put through. Rather, you came with that mindset that, oh, he sued a member of the community. You forgot that we even have 2 lawsuits that cost Nigerians, our community, over $75,000. Those lawsuits still linger in court. They are not resolved yet. But you don't want to listen to that. You are talking about something that does not exist. A purported lawsuit, a cease and desist. Yes, it's a legal instrument, but it is not a lawsuit. Since Michael V got that, I hate to say her name or call her name, but because she's not the issue here. Since she got that communication from the lawyers, did she go back to doing those things that they told her not to do? I don't think so. Okay? So we need to understand what is happening here. You will say that his personal life or he wants to be leader, he should have thick skin like elephant skin and what have you. Fine. But what message does it send to his wife, to his children, to his clients who are renting from him? You don't want to believe that this young man is even worth over $1 million. Properties that he's owned. He has now worked for almost 12 to 14 years. He has not gone to clock in. You don't want to believe that. He has loaned folks money in our community that have refused to pay him. Okay, when you get a credit card from Capital One, from Bank of America, everywhere you get credit card from, and you max it out, and they begin to call you and send you notices, you don't get vexed with them. You answer those calls and make payment arrangements. Okay? So he was able to call Anthony Gilman out here tonight. And he did not deny it. Okay? And you don't listening to that logic. Because he's a young man, he wants to be president for a 50-year-old organization that cannot account for anything, that cannot point to anything other than raising money through coin contests and convention like he stated. What other means do we use to bring resources into the organization? Okay, this man turned over from one house to several houses and apartment buildings here in Detroit. And why can't you understand? Why did Edith Poir and her team will even call him an expert in real estate? Go listen to the Edith Poir interview on the very show. Though it was less populated, well, J. Iboti said 52 people. How many people were watching him tonight here? Over 411, 12. Okay? People come to listen, and then you there, or some of us are there making mockery of an intellectual discourse. All right? I don't see it. And then people also came out here to say, why Michael Gilman insulted Edith Poir. Because I said that she lived in a B-swing, or she lived in B-swing basement, or that she lost her mansion in Reading, Pennsylvania. Is that an insult? B-swing is one of the longest friendship I ever had. Since 1979, I've known her. Also, whether I ever hit my teeth at her. Okay? They said, show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. I spoke the fact, and I can tell Edith that any day. Okay? Okay, let's to prove me a liar that she did not live in B-swing house, or she did not lose her mansion in Reading, Pennsylvania.
I thought we're analyzing the interview to them, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah, all of those things came about in the comment section everywhere. So let the two candidates, Octavius Gilman and Ida Poir, let them declare their assets. Let Ida Poir show her lease or mortgage 6 months ago. Let's see that. Let's see who brings value, who brings resources to the organization. All right? That's what we need to do. Let them declare the assets.
Is it constitutional to declare assets?
They're not constitutional, but people making it an issue. People making it an issue, Prince. Yeah. In leadership, one has got to be stable to carry on their leadership. The College Poor administration did not turn over into $1,000 to Fred Weir. We have all of the documents. When Aloysius Talu and his team got to work, the transition team Fred Weir put together, everything that came out of there, I have those documents. Okay? I listened to my brother Paul Kegman. Paul Kegman was one of those who were behind this lawsuit against Singapore and Argentina. I have all those emails. Okay? But I will come on your show, Prince. I will offer my time, make myself available. Call me after the show. Maybe Saturday or Sunday next week. I will come on your show. We will discuss it.
Okay.
But tonight's conversation was a remarkable one by my young brother, the next incoming president for GGAA. You can take it to the bank. You saw the people, the Gilman Weeks name. Somebody said, they asked Octavia, why didn't he get involved with Kwame Weeks' self-deportation? Let me put it there, because he just said deportation. But Kwame Weeks decided to self-deport after 10 months in immigration prison. He did not commit no crime except that he overstayed his visa and didn't have papers to be here.
That's a crime.
We went to visit him, and he decided, I'm going to go back home. I'm tired. After 10 months. Okay? You don't see Kwame Will with more shot? Our very people, Nigerians, some of them, were on social media talking about, the criminal, he did this, he did that, and did X, Y, Z. All right? But I will say a lot more about things that got Kwame in problem, because after he left that one, everything began to avail itself. All right?
Okay.
Kwame was not deported, he's self-deported. All right?
Okay.
And guess who will come on? You see, speak to the people here tonight. When I went on Newport Junior High campus 1985, I think you were in 8th or 9th grade, to recruit the students to go and stage a protest against the late Samuel Doe government for teachers being out of public school teachers being out of classroom for over 6 weeks. That they had not been paid for almost 6 months. Did I mislead you? Did I impact your knowledge that time? When I went there and recruited you and others, did I mislead you? For you to go on social media and talk about my little brother didn't get the proper training, he didn't get the proper education, and you want to challenge my upbringing of my little brother? I was taking that back when I saw that.
Mr. Gilman, when you come on, we're going to talk that. We're going to come on. We're going to share your show, and then we're going to come on. Mr. Nyangbe, use your 2 minutes.
So that 2 minutes and maybe use more than 10 minutes. Let me just say that first of all, Michael.
Let Nyangbe speak now. Say he spoke. Let Nyangbe speak.
Michael Gilman, let me make a clarification here. When you came, let me ask a question. Say he's still there. When you say you came on the Newport Junior High campus, what was my status in the school?
You were a student.
Okay. So first of all, let me make a clarification here, Michael.
You see, hold on. I did not know you that time. I didn't know you from Liberia. I got to know you from America. And you yourself, I was explaining the story, and you said, yes, I remember I think you said you were in the 8th or 9th grade when they taught me how students, senior student, came on Newport campus. Because I was living Mama Point, and then I just took taxi, came down to Newport. Newport was my school to go and recruit the students to go to protest. You yourself said it, unless you want to deny it tonight.
Okay.
Be a gentleman.
Let the man use it 2 minutes. I'm getting sleepy here. Let the man use it 2 minutes.
Okay, so Michael Gilman, first of all, when I was in the 9th grade, I was the president, or we call them prefect, of Newport Junior High. Those days, it was PRC day, no election. You become president if your grade top all the student grade on campus. And I was the highest, my average was 97.8. I tapped all the students and it made me president of Newport Junior High School. Because of that, Alari Toba took interest in me. Alari Toba was a senior student at the University of Liberia. He came on the campus and appointed me to be the leader of Newport High School, Newport Junior High. And I led the student. I don't know about you. If you came, there are a lot of students that came there from Tubman High, from D12, from Morovia Central High. They came there. We had meeting with them. But if you ever knew me or anybody who knew me, I was the president of Newport Junior High because of my grace, because I tapped all the students on campus. And those days, there was no election. They only made you prefect because of your grace. So having said that, let me go back to the analysis that we are about to give. I will give the analysis as a fair person. I believe Mr. Gilman, Octavius Gilman, has a good intention. But if you have good intention, it's not sufficient. It has to be matched with your words, your intonation, your understanding of the issues, and the way you perceive the world around you. Now, let's look at a few issues here. Let me take it from the top. The letter from a lawyer called Cease and Desist. These are all legal precepts. When I say precepts, it's a legal word used for legal documents. The cease and desist, letter of demand. These are lawyers' letter to put you on legal notice that they are going to have a legal case against you. Nobody sent you a cease and desist without the desire to take you to court. Because if you break that cease and desire, you're going to court. The reason why I personally told Michael V not to do anything about the letter, I told her not to do anything about the letter. Because the information that Mr. Gilman received from Josephine Slew, that is not sufficient to send Michael V to court. And why is it not sufficient? I can write, somebody can hack my account on Facebook and send a nasty email or text message or message to Prince Double. And Prince Double can see it as an insulting letter. And I can tell the people, but they will hack my account. I don't even have access to my account right now. And then the law will excuse me because if my account is hacked, I have no control over the compromise. This is why I said you shouldn't respond to it. The lawyer have no way to prove that it was Michael V. Romeo who wrote it because it came from Josephine. Josephine can also falsify that document, put Michael V. name on it, and I can do that right now. If you want me to do it, no. I can take print double account and write a decent, nice something and put Print Johnson a Print Double account on it and send it to Print Double. Now, if you want me to try that, I can do that now, and you will see what I mean. So it is not true. So the legal precept, I know it was not going to take any root, but the fact that you even decided to take a sister to a lawsuit or to a lawyer and gave her 10 days to retract her statement, it was already too much. Look, I have the same situation with Lena Dia. Lena insulted me, accused me of having girlfriends, that she got my naked picture, that she compromised picture, that she would put my naked video, naked picture outside. She didn't only accuse me, she accused my wife of having boyfriends, small boys. She would be on small boys, and it's on video. This one is not third party. I saved the video and I have all the video. I could have sued Lena too. If I sue Lena, it will be even more legit. But I see myself as a public figure. My wife is used to all of these things. My wife is used to these things. So somebody sent you somebody message and said, this is what the person wrote. And based on that, you go to the law or to go to the lawyer to take a decision against that person. It is very wrong. Michael V can escape that lawsuit. We don't know whether Michael V account was hacked. And they've been hacking for account these few days. Maybe Josephine and Michael Octavius Gilman hacked Michael V account just to put her in trouble because she's a strong campaigner to scare her away. So that's the number one thing. Number two thing, my brother, let me tell you something. Octavius Gilman is living in the shadow of Michael Gilman and Kwame Weeks.
My man, the analyze the interview here. Who's living in the shadow? Look what the man said. Talk to the interview. You think he did good?
Octavius Gilman did not do good at all.
Okay.
You know why he didn't do good?
Why?
The simple question you asked the man spoiled the man whole day. He never recovered from that.
What was the question?
The question was, did your lawyer give McAfee 10 days to retract? And he did not want to answer that question because he know that answer goes all the way to the depth of the lawsuit, of the legal process. And he was already mad. He wanted to withdraw from the interview. He wants to leave the interview. That is why when you are on interview, you don't get mad with anything because you lose everything. So he got lost upon the process. So that anger led him to develop thin skin. As a result, when people ask him questions, tough questions, he go attacking people. Tell me what Anthony crediting him tonight have to do with this. What does it have to do? Anthony is not part of the interview. Anthony is not part of the election. He's not contesting. Anthony can disagree with you even after the election. But he decided to bring Anthony issue out because he wanted to score a point. He wanted to pay Anthony back. He said a lot of people he make it look like everybody that opposed Octavius Gilman, they all owe him like he said Anthony owe him. All the people that you see, the reason they are against me because they owe me. I'm against him not to be president because.
Do you owe Marco Octavius Gilman?
God forbid. First of all, I challenge him to put his account aside, but he can't. He will not.
Nyangbe, we're gonna have another show where we're gonna talk about all.
So what I want to do, and what I hear is what I want to suggest. Michael Gilman versus Gibson Gerald. I will pay for it.
The man I have beat brother, man.
No, who my beat brother? Older than the man, is it the man my beat brother?
I will usually older than Michael Gilman.
Michael Gilman.
You see, I was in 12th grade, you're in 9th grade.
It don't matter. It can be, maybe you're smart.
Matter.
You know, see, people are 40-year-old right hand.
I still at school late.
Maybe you're smart man. Maybe the man started school late.
But here's the thing, Michael. I'm not going to go to the age thing. I don't have too much energy to argue about the age thing. Maybe you win me on that. I don't want to argue too much on that.
I'm looking at your face there. Your face look like you're 72 years old. I just turned 60. How old are you?
Yeah, okay, fine. So here's the thing. Michael Gilman, Gibson Gerald will come here and discuss the issues of Grand Jury Association. And let's educate our people. Let's educate our brothers and sisters. No, and no antagonism, no personal
Yeah,
attack.
that one then I will
Just
bring you on,
discussing
but
the
no
issues.
attack. And then when Mark agree, you agree, we can talk behind the scene.
No attack. No attack from me to Mark. No attack from Mark to me. We just analyze the issues of Granted Association.
Listen, you Gibson Jeru tell us what you think either can do and why we should retain, and she should be kept. And then
Exactly.
Gilman here will tell us why there's a need for change, and that Gilman, little Gilman, Mr. Ochaga Gilman, will be the right one to lead us.
Correct.
If you guys agree, then it's a deal.
In 30 seconds.
But we see a Gilman there is a deal, then we can look for time and set it up and do that.
Yes, I agree with that. Look for the time, asking for a time. We are all busy.
I will call you behind.
I will make my time.
No leching and Prophet Key.
No, nothing. Just the issues and the analysis of the way forward.
Anthony Kesari, where almost 70 somewhere, Papa or lech.
Listen. Let me give my 30 seconds.
Let's go back. Let's go to KZ. My report.
No, let me get my 30 seconds and go to KZ. Let me get my 30 seconds.
KZ, 1 minute. KZ and let Gibson Infinity 30 seconds.
Yeah. The last thing I want to say, pretty double. Somebody asked the man a simple question. Who will be in the office in Pennsylvania? The man said that chapter leader will be there. So what wasting the money for? So we have the national office.
Gibson.
Go ahead.
Let me hold you there. Pennsylvania and is the seat of GGAA. Philadelphia being the capital.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
Right? Hold on. You look at it in one way. Okay? The man lives here in Michigan.
My man, Gibson Jeru.
Gibson
Jeru and Marco Gilman. If you know where you wait, Mr. Gilman, wait 1 minute. If you're finished debating tonight, then why come and scare you debate for?
No.
These are things I will be asking your question in a debate. Then you come here to talk here tonight. Then no need.
Prince, just be on the record. All right? You talking about Otavio said the chapter president will coordinate the
No, he's saying he will be there. He will run the office.
Yeah, you'll be there and coordinating. My man, what are you talking? Hold on.
Oh, you the one usually coordinate. The man use coordinate. The man that know run the office.
Mr. Gilman and Mr. Jeru, you're not doing
that. Let's save it for another time.
Let's
save it, Michael Gilman. Let's save it. Those are issues we'll be discussing. Let's save it. How are you going to have an office where you put a chapter leader? You're not there. You're in different state. The other person in different state.
30 seconds. I mean, don't go to Gilman 30 seconds. Then we'll go to Gibson Jeru 30 seconds. Go ahead,
let me get you to last my 30 seconds quick. Let me just respectfully disagree with Gabriel Gilman on other issue that he raised tonight, which I know that I don't agree with them. Number one, he spoke about his brother is a worthy person. I don't mean that Nigeria Dangote should be president. It's not about being worthy. It's about the leadership quality in you. That's what we'll look at. The next thing is that he raised issue of recruiting and Gibson on campus and all the other things is a meeting, a discussion. Even I agree that you recruit Gibson. I mean, does it mean that your qualification will go to your brother? That will make you a leader? It's not transferable. Leadership will not be transferable. So I disagree. On the other hand, again. Then the next thing is I want to really appeal to that brother who is contesting. If you really know they want to be a leader for Grand Union County or for Grand Union Association in America, the issue of giving people legal threat, then try to desist from it. Because if you can't be your president, and someone can come up tomorrow and say, oh, you invest our money, or you see our money, the next thing you get legal threat, you are intimidating your people. And that would not be good.
Okay.
People in America
Thank you.
Who
What we elected you?
KZ, we will,
So
when
let-
ready,
let
we'll
you
bring you
find-
on here. You will analyze things. They saying you are a former politician, Gusa, and all those things. So we got you here. We got you down. We'll book you down. Let's go to Mr. Gilman. From there, we'll go to Mr. Jerry so we can close this show down. Let's go, Mr. Gilman.
Thank you. First thing is Emmanuel Paul. When I spoke about recruiting Gibson Jeru, and then you talk about whether my leadership or politics will go to my brother. Gibson Jeru was on social media stating that my brother did not get proper training and education. And I'm the one who trained him, educated him. So I was asking Gibson whether when I recruited him, I didn't impact him that time. Okay? I'm not talking about transferring. Of course, people do, when you train somebody, you impact their knowledge, you impact their well-being. Okay? I want to talk also about the office space thing. The current president of GGAA, Ida Poa, lives in Philadelphia. For 2 years, GGAA honored Ida Poa have now had one program, national program in Philadelphia. And you talk about the chapter president, Philadelphia, coordinating the office space. It's a big deal. Okay, we have to be innovative. All right. So it will be nothing strange. It will be nothing too hard to be done, because the chapter presidents are integral part. They are major components of the association. And so if we have an office space in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, and we have president in Michigan, vice president in North Dakota, secretary in Minnesota, another person in Iowa, in Kentucky, across the country, who do you think you can entrust the office space with? When you have a capital, that's the chapter president. The president, the secretary, these people can make rounds, rotation to go to the office, sit there, see how things are going on. If they have a major meeting with our partners, they have to be there. So people need to understand these things. It's nothing big. All right? Thank you.
Thank you. Gibson, go use your 30 seconds.
Look, since we will be discussing this more further, let me just say this to our people. As much as I like Octavius Gilman, I must be honest with him. His ideological analysis of the need for the leadership of Grand Youth Association is flawed. His disposition on issues are flawed. His personality disposure is flawed. His attitude towards issue is flawed. And people like that, when they get into power, they create more problems than solutions. He will be in the shadow of his brother. They want to use him to come into the Grand Youth Association and manipulate the Grand Youth Association, just as they did and Phil Honor, Timor Collins, and Jonathan Gajue kicked them out. So we are making decisions for Grand Youth Association today for tomorrow. If you elect people who are not ready, they kill the organization. So we don't want the organization to die. Because if your competence, if the job is more than your competence, your intellectual question, if your understanding of issues, your leadership skills, if they are below the position you are calling for, you cause trouble, because anyone who comes close to you, you feel threatened and you do stuff you have no business doing. Gilmore can prepare himself maybe 4-6 years from now, maybe he will be matured. But for this time, if you elect Gilmore, you will be drowning Grand Youth Association, and all of us will regret it, just as we are regretting Joseph Boyka today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gibson. Jeru, your 30 seconds. I think
why give me 30 seconds? Get all about 1 minute.
I think when it comes to
I
think when it comes to Joseph Boyka, you ain't getting you and Margot came up, you're a same page.
My man, I can't wait for that day.
I'll reach out to you and Gibson.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, my man. Thank you.
That's how we're going to do it for tonight. We're going to be doing all these things. Come on here and meet us. Our neck. So that's how we're going to do it tonight. Oh, there's Daniel people won't stone it.
The richest people get.
Brialing, I saw Spencer Car.
The richest.
Grialin is Mr. Spencer Carr. So let me tell you one thing today. In our state of Kentucky today, Louisville, Kentucky, we represented our community, Grand Gila community. I the one represented the community because our president traveled and then the vice president were not available. The leadership were not available, so they told me to go and then represent. So I was there today. We had our brother they called Michael Weber. He came in this country, I think 2000 and I think 17 or 19. That's what I heard. And he got there. He went to this police thing. He was a cop. I think he went patrol somewhere and somebody shot him. And that's how the brother died. He died last month on the 15 or 16. He told his wife. And the sad part about it, the brother just brought his wife in this country 6 months ago. They don't even know. A lot of people know. And they shot our brother, so we were there today. Look, the brother was buried like a president. The city mayor, our mayor were there. The Louisville mayor were there. The police chief, the fire chief, all the chiefs were there. They had almost 100 police officers over there today with police cars everywhere. So it's a sad thing. We lost our brother. And the police said they're still investigating. They didn't get no lead yet. They are still investigating. And the young man, born 1980, 45 years old, I think, 45 years old, and brought his wife in his country, a young woman, and then it just went down like that on the brother. So today they bury him, a family from everywhere, everything like that. So I think the city mayor, they fire, the police chief, all these people were there, and they said they promised the community today, and our community were together today. Pastors from all those churches and all the church were packed, and we don't have space in there. Yeah, we don't have space in that place today. The young man and Mr. Soto asked a question. He said, "Why is it that you got the part that is boarding? That part over there, the people in the Nigeria community, they know that's the border's room. We ran that border room. When we take you, put you in that part. Bobby ran away from that part. He couldn't survive. He went in that part. He was boiled in that part. He ran out in 30 whatever second. He ran to wherever he came from. That's the room, that border's room. Ko no abeo chuma do kuya emlo kuya ku go kuya da buy kuya di. It don't be easy in kuya there. That's the room, the Boros room. You see the sign right there, the big black pot. I can remember when we did that pot thing, Gibson Jerusalem, Kwame Wiz, Gibson Jerusalem say we want to send a thing to us so we can straighten it. And I said nobody straighten anything. The part will be there. They ain't gonna go there. The other fly just went down, and I'm talking about 2000, I think 14, 15 like that. 14, 15, that Boros room, that part boarding like that. So we're trying to get the big one, and we're going to make a thing right. So anytime when I'm talking, you will see it. When I'm way on the wall there, and it's all the way. Look at the wall. Look at the Boros room. That's it. See that? The Boros room. The Boros room. Some people say, "Oh, money S a positive money." I said, "Look, it will lead that history will carry." Yeah, I will be. And there were great men in our room. Great men in our room. You got Jonathan Getchaway, Alexander Yala, Richard Banto, Ralph Kwereji, people came in our room, they ran away. Actually, quick action, with the current vice president, going to stand and say, I got to get out. The room hot. The part, then our sister, we had only one female in that thing there, Vivian Wright. She now in Minneapolis. She gave it. She said, no, the party of Prince, the partner for fun. My man, I talking about the borrow room and say editor can't run away. You think Bobby don't know about that room? We put Bobby in that room and grill him. I tried to coerce a man and try to talk to Bobby in 2015. But when he do, I put him in the pampo. I'm not slow. Slow. Bobby got a kuya. Bobby don't even know what they call kuya in crime. So that's how we're gonna do it tonight. It's almost 12 o'clock on my end here. It's about 12, so about almost 4 o'clock in Isaac Droga. You're not sleeping. So you go to church tomorrow. You tired in that church, man. Yeah, but anyway, you got a couple of hours of sleep before you go to church. So that's how we're gonna do it tonight. This is the first time your wife, Isaac, that's the first time your wife ever called on the Prince Double show tonight. When I'm Droga, Cherry's wife. That's why Gilman say in your closing, I say, my man, this is the first time we got a maybe so Droga wife to speak. Like the other time, I don't speak. Speak Chien, Kane, or Bobo. Hey, I can speak Chien. You say, Apo Bobby boy, and they say, boy, Apo boy, they quit, how you gonna say, they go ready, they go ready, spoon, I think that I forgot it called part in Chien there. They quit, you. Are your PD, are your POB or play? I completed my 12 hours with you, Mr. President. Yeah, you completed. I gave you free time. Huh? You are working, but you spying on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful night, man. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. Please. Good night. Clean campaign. I won't bring Mr. Michael Gilman here and Mr. Gibson Jerry. These are brains. KZ, Emmanuel Paul. They will analyze themselves and talk about them, the community. We will plan it out. And I'm also in communication with our brother here tomorrow, so we can see if he can come on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, let me see here. Yeah, so we're trying to get Jeremiah Shaw here. We're trying to get on the time and thing and settle things for Jeremiah Shaw to come on the show to conclude our interview that we had on Tuesday. We didn't end it. We're probably going to end it tomorrow. Wash up for sure. If this is straightened up, time set, everything, Jeremiah will be there, I guess. So, ladies and gentlemen, see you. Bye.